Hignet's corner, beyond Bent. Janssen! And Blackburn Rovers are 18 minutes away from a Premiership return.
As far as Stewart, just outside the penalty area, clips it central for David Dunn. David Dunn equalises! It just had to be. Dack's corner and it goes. Glance towards goal, and Rovers have taken the lead. And Charlie Mulgrew has scored his 14th of the season. It may well be the goal that sends Rovers back into the Championship.
Good afternoon, Rovers fans, and welcome to this Saturday's watch-along for our home game to Coventry City in about half an hour's time. The sun is shining. I've been for a run. I'm sat in the garage with shorts on for the first time in 2021. There's beers in the fridge next to me. I've got Luke and Joe with me, and Tony Mowbray is back to the Tony Mowbray that we love in the press. So, hey, I'm absolutely buzzing for this. Luke, how are you feeling?
Yeah, very, very buzzing. Disappointed that you've gone for a fridge and not the old conventional cooling pan to cool your beer. But echo what you say there. I think there's something different about these last few days, and it's just got me, I don't know, proud to be a Rover, that optimism again. So, yeah, loving it.
That's it. And Joe, Tony Mowbray certainly fired me up for this game last night. He's fired you up, hasn't he? Because you're joining me and Luke on the old 𝐿𝐿𝐄𝐻 today. You're on mute. You're buzzing. He's so buzzing for it. He's muted himself.
Get in. He's still muted.
He's still muted.
This is fantastic. He's still muted. So anyway, Ryan, how's things?
Yeah, good, mate. Whilst Joe's still muted, we will just show Callum's.
I've managed it. I couldn't do it for it. I was like,
oh, dear. We'll come back to you in a sec, Joe. Callum, thank you for the $4.99 super chat, mate. And thank you. It's a pleasure for us to bring this content to all of you, actually. So thank you for the kind donation to all of you that have supported the channel these last few weeks as well, since the super chat's been live. Joe, here's your second bite of the cherry. You've not been on too much Southern Comfort yet, have you? But here you go. Second take.
No, I think I'm joining you more in fear of what's to come rather than anticipation. I think everyone's got this quiet confidence today, and that fills me with a lot of fear, really.
Well, Rovers fans, let us know how you're feeling in the comments. Are you feeling confident? Are you buzzing for it as much as Luke and I are? Were you motivated by what Tony Mowbray said in the press yesterday? I certainly was. And I'm loving the weather today as well. So everything feels right just to go and get the job done today. So let's see. So first things first, as usual, let's look at the team news. Interesting on both sides of the team news today. So, Joe, I'll come to you first on the Rovers team news. Big news that Darragh Lenihan's back, and then Corey Evans making a start as well. But tell us what your thoughts are about that Rovers side today.
Yeah, I think it was always going to be a little bit of a debate as to whether Lenihan would play, but I think also there would have been a conversation about whether we see Branthwaite or Harwood-Bellis. I think they both had their downfalls in the last game. Branthwaite perhaps a little bit more, but he's naturally left-sided, so I think that's why he's got the nod there. Nice to see the core of that team in there, right through the middle. You know, Kaminski and Lenihan and Travis and Armstrong, and for me, you know, Harvey Elliott and Brereton. You know, the games that we've won by a lot of goals, including the away game against Coventry, these kinds of players were on the pitch. So, yeah, it's a decent side. Interesting to see Tribal back on the bench. He's alive. I would have liked to have seen Tyrese Dolan today. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Excellent. And Luke, before I come to you, I'm just going to pick up a comment we've had from Ollie Walker here. So, Ollie Walker Peel, sorry. So for those of you that haven't done the watch along with us before, Joe, Luke and myself, we will sync up our stream together so that we're watching it live. And by the time it's gone over YouTube or to Periscope or whatever, you should be in sync with us as well. So we will let you know what minute we're at. So if you just want to pause your stream so that we're all together at your end, you can absolutely stay in sync with us and we can watch it together. So that's how we do it. We'll let you know at the start of the stream how we do that. Luke, let us know your instant reaction to that team news. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, chuff with that team, really. I think that Mowbray's, seen the issues that we've all been seeing these past few weeks, and gone back to basics really with it. Brereton's not been playing a great deal, certainly not starting games, and we've all been crying out for that. We know what he can do, especially this season, and particularly again after Project Restart, he's been a breath of fresh air. He's been pivotal to everything good that we've been doing in an attacking sense, and you can see that in the past 5 games particularly that we've absolutely missed him on the left. I've always found that Elliott's been more important and more dangerous for us coming in off the right rather than playing in the hole behind. So again, to have them 2 in a front 3, I think we're going to see some fruit from that today. Midfield, I think we've got that right as well. Rothwell, he's going to flourish, in my opinion, today, having them 2 holding behind and not having to worry. Have a bit more of a free role, have the opportunity to get on the ball, drive forward as much as he can. And yeah, we'll talk about it later, but having Dara Lenihan back in that back 4 is absolutely vital for this team. So the balance is there today, and hopefully we can get 3 points, because it's been a long wait.
It has. We absolutely will talk about Dara Lenihan in a moment, because we prepped some stats in advance for that. I agree with you, Joe. Luke, sorry. I agree that Joe Rothwell could thrive today with those 2 behind. And, if we think earlier on in the season, Elliott, Brereton and Armstrong were picking themselves in that front 3. So I'm pleased that we've got them back, and they're going to be the ones in attack today. And we've got some good options off the bench, Dak, Dolan, they're going to come on and make a difference, hopefully. So, yeah, I'm feeling good about our side today. Just to touch on Coventry before we go back onto Rovers, 2 big bits of team news there for them. Callum O'Hare, who we picked out on the other side last night, is on the bench for them, and he's been their key assist maker with 4 assists. And then Gustavo Hamer, the top goal scorer, on the bench as well. So I'm quite surprised by that, because, I thought that Hamer might have had a bit of joy against us in centre mid today with, someone like Corey Evans coming back after a long injury. So really surprised to see O'Hare and Hamer on the bench, but pleased as well, of course. So Rovers fans, let us know what you think about the team news in the comments, and I'll come back to that in a moment. But Joe, just going to come to you. Lenihan has missed the last 2 games, and we've had Harwood Bellis and Branthwaite at centre-back. And the game before that, Mowbray obviously tried the 3 at the back with Lenihan with those 2 as well. He's been a big miss for us. Just look at these stats. This is since August the 4th, 2018. And, just look at the win percentage, look at the, just look across the board there. How important for you today, with Mowbray needing a result and needing those senior players in the side, how important is it for you that Lenihan's back today?
Well, I don't. When you look at a graphic like that, I don't think my opinion really matters, or anyone's for that matter. I think it's there in black and white, or green and white and red and white. It shows you, doesn't it? I don't really think anybody can say anything different to what you see there. I know people have a little bit of ill feeling towards statistics, but that's irrefutable. We are better with him than without him, and even though he's received some criticism this season from me as well, he's the captain of the side, and the stats speak for themselves on this one.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And Luke, just coming to you, this is Lenihan and his stats within our club. Paint probably less of a picture in terms of the importance of him, but he's high in the club rank there for things like interceptions and clearances, passes as well, which is quite surprising. And then, of course, the minutes that he's played this season. So, Luke, it has been a big ask for Harwood Bellis and Branthwaite to be the centre-back 2 when we're in a bad run of form like this. How pleased are you that he's back in the side today?
Absolutely delighted. I think it's, like you said, we've put so much pressure on Harwood Bellis to come in and take a captain's role, really, which is a challenge in itself for a young lad. I think Branthwaite, we saw some real good and real positive performances from Branthwaite when he was alongside Dara, and I actually think that Dara played much better as well. with Branthwaite alongside him compared to previous partnerships in the season. Williams brought some good performances from Dora, as did Scott Wharton, but since that point, we've really struggled to find a solid partnership, particularly with Iola. I think we've had two leaders there, and maybe a personality clash. Hopefully, one day we might find some success with them two as a partnership. But I think certainly in the infancy of it, it's finding a balance with them two. So we have needed to find a real partnership, and I actually think that the two of them have performed really well. So I'm happy to see them partnering today. Branthwaite, I think in recent games has struggled having someone inexperienced alongside him. So again, I think that's only going to have a positive influence on Branthwaite's performances, and as well as Dora as well. So yeah, I think we've got the balance right with the two of them. So hopefully see some strength in the defensive areas today.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll just dip into the comments before we move on to the final bit, before we then start looking towards the game. So Ollie feeling weirdly confident. Michael quietly confident about this game, which will be the last time for a good month or so, a month or two. Yeah, March and parts of April do look difficult for us, don't they, Michael? And got to say, Michael, you snuck in with a super chat right at the end of the last stream, so we got you on the fans wall. So thank you. What else have we got here? Ollie Walker Peel, massive game this, the pure definition of a must win. Yeah, this is must win. We said it last week and we've been saying it in the build up to this. This for me is a must win. It will absolutely put to bed any fears of relegation, etc., by winning this game today. And then we can just kind of, prepare for next season and get as many points as we can if we get the job done today. But lose this game today and we are definitely looking over our shoulders. So it's an important one for me, a big one. Let me just go further down. Parky, we need to win this game. Michael, good to see Brereton and Rothwell in the same lineup again. Joe, I also think Dolan deserves a start, but who do you drop?
Do you want me to answer him?
Yeah.
Well, if Dolan plays, he's got to play on the right wing, and then you probably move Harvey Elliott deeper, and then it's who do you want in your midfield three? At the minute, it's Travis, Evans, Rothwell probably, unless it's a different formation. So Elliott goes ahead of any of those really. Maybe not Trav, but he definitely goes ahead of Rothwell and Evans for me. Yeah, that's how I'd probably manage to get Dolan into the side. I think we won a lot of games by heavy scorelines when he started, so why not try it again?
For sure. Two controllers, one sofa. Feels right today. TM seems ready to fight. The team looks good. I'm a little concerned by the pitch. Yeah, that's just going to, unfortunately, until they resolve that, two controllers, that's going to be a bane of our team, unfortunately, particularly with how we're set up. 𝐂𝐻𝐃𝐂𝐓, good lineup today. Back to Elliott, Armour and Brereton up top, definitely. I like that as well. Parky, confident after seeing the team. Libya man, happy with the team. Front three spot on. Rothwell with license to get forward. Good to have Darragh Lenihan back as well. Kevin, their lineup says to me they're going to play defensive and try and nick something towards the end. Definitely, Kevin. I was really surprised by that lineup. That says everything that we need to know. They're going to come and frustrate us, and and we're going to have to try and go for them a little bit today. So, yeah, that was an interesting lineup for sure. And then I just need to pick up. There was a comment about Lenihan that I did just want to pick up. Yeah, there we go. Michael. So the stats might back Lenihan's importance, but I still feel we need an improvement on him to be able to challenge for promotion. So, yeah, let me be clear. In terms of us getting out of this run and stopping the rot, we absolutely need Darragh Lenihan in this side. But absolutely, Michael, this season I have been critical of Lenihan because I've wanted to see more of a leader out of him. I've wanted to see, I've said before, what Ayala did away at Brentford when we really earned that point. That's some of the stuff sometimes I don't feel we see from Lenihan, but the stats don't lie. If he gets a good partner next to him, he could really thrive, I think. And we saw it when we had Adarabioyo there. So hopefully next season, when the loan lads go back, or, if Ayala somehow gets over this injury, we can just get a good solid partner next to Lenihan. And then, we've had a super chat from RJ. RJ, £2. Thank you for the £2, RJ. Really appreciate that. And then £5 for every Brio goal. So everyone will on the hat trick from Ben Brio today, as Callum's just picked up on there. And then I saw a nice little comment, which is going to segue me through into the next part, which was about Tony. Oh, God, he's all over the shop, Ryan, with these comments. We were going to talk about Tony Mowbray, and I've lost it in the comments. But Luke, I'm going to come to you. Tony Mowbray did this interview yesterday with BBC Lancashire, and they've covered it. And what we've been saying on these streams over the last few weeks and the stuff that's been picked up on social media is he's been different. He's been somber. He's moped at times. He's done some arsey comments to Andy after the Preston game, and really, really strange over these last 3 to 4 weeks. What I saw yesterday in that interview, and I've watched the whole 17-minute interview and also the 3-minute clip that was doing the rounds on social media yesterday, picked out some key quotes from this, which I'll just run through and then come to you, Luke. So 2 days out of 7, I see my family. The rest I'm here from 7 in the morning until 7 at night, working, doing what I do, leaving no stone unturned. I feel very honoured to pick the team, Blackburn Rovers, a world-famous name in football. I just love football. I love teams. I love the competition. I thrive on it. I try hard every single day. That's the guy I am since the day I walked in. I hope the fans know that they've got a person that doesn't pull the wool over their eyes, doesn't tell them lies, doesn't try to con them on something. I sit here every week telling them as it is, I think. And then I don't sit here in fear. I sit here wanting to win the next football match and put the best side possible on the grass. Luke, when you heard that interview yesterday, when you're 5 defeats in a row, that is the manager I want coming out in the press conference. This has got fight, this has got inspiration, this has got desire, and this is showing me that he cares and he wants to do something about it. How did it make you feel?
Well, Ryan, when someone like that says things like that, there's a no context Hearn snippet to finish that off. For me, look, you've got to be realistic about it all, and I know it does get us frustrated. It gets us upset. It gets us quite annoyed when he comes out and really shows to us what looks like a lack of passion and just completely, deflated, and you feel like there's no fight there. But you've got to look at the other spin on it. And when you listen to them comments that he's coming out with now, this guy's a family man as well. At the end of the day, yeah, he's a manager of our football team, but this is his job, and we all go to work, and you'll struggle to find any normal working man or woman that goes to work and every single day has got the same get up and go, and there isn't days where work can really hit you hard, or you are particularly in this time, like he's saying, he's not seeing his family as much, and I'm sure COVID's having a big impact on that as well. So it is difficult, and I'm not making excuses for Tony, but certainly in this past week, for him to come out, yesterday or whatever, to come out and say what he has now, it's just really, that's the Tony Mowbray that we've all grown to love, I think, over these past 4 years. And I think that's what's frustrated a lot of the fans more than the results, even, to a point, is that, yes, it's difficult when you're getting beat, but if your manager's coming out and showing some real passion and fight, and you can get behind it, then that's great. And I think that's what we haven't had. And I think that now, him coming out and being a bit more of that Tony Mowbray that we have grown to love, I think that's what's just getting me a little bit more optimistic for this game now, and hopefully that translates to the players as well.
Yeah, indeed. And Joe, one thing that I don't think has ever been in doubt about Tony Mowbray is that honesty, is that integrity, is the fact that he wants the best for Blackburn Rovers. I think the thing that is up for debate at the moment, and probably has been made, everyone's made their mind up probably in the fan base, or at least 80% of the fan base, I'd say, is he the manager to get us up? Probably not. But those quotes for me, whilst he is the manager, whilst we are on this run of form, whilst we do just need to be careful with this season, these players need firing up, and they need a leader, and they need someone to turn this run of form around. So doing what he's done in that press conference yesterday, which I hope he's doing in the dressing room and I hope he's doing on the training pitch, as a player, would that inspire you and get you out today thinking, right, going to get that bloody job done today?
I would imagine it would be a huge disservice to Tony Mowbray for anybody to assume that he hasn't been like that the whole time behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that for a second. And I don't think that the players in any way will doubt his commitment. You know, the stuff about his family, you know, to me, I interpreted that a little bit as pulling at the heartstrings. I already knew that about him travelling. Quite a lot of the players do it. And, you know, there's a comment there from Ryan that we're all going through this pandemic together. And I get that. And we are all going through that. But at the end of the day, that's the job and the industry that he's in. And that's the job that he's paid a hell of a lot of money to do. And this is football management. You know, he knows that. He's not an idiot. And I'm sure Tony Mowbray knows full well what could be coming. And he knows that if he doesn't win football matches, and he said it himself in that interview, that he won't have a job anymore. And that's the way it works. I don't need him to come out and tell me that. He's a family man. I think we just need to feel confident that that's the way he is in the dressing room. And I'm sure he has been, but that confidence needs to be instilled within everybody, from the kit man to the stewards, you know, all the way down and all the way up. Because when you speak to people at the club and you don't hear that positivity, whether they are people that work in an admin role or whether they're star striker, you know, they're not all pulling in the same direction. So, yes, good to hear a bit of passion, but I don't doubt for a second that that he will have been like that the whole time. You know, the question is whether that matters at all, because, you know, I'm quite passionate about it, but I can tell you now, I wouldn't get this team promoted. I'm not a UEFA Pro licensed coach. You know, there's an argument to say that passion doesn't really mean much if your tactics are wrong. So, yes, good to hear. I like to think that he's been like that the whole time, though, hopefully.
Yeah, and I did look at the Watford press conference at the same time as well. So I watched the 17 minutes of Watford last night and the 17 minutes of the Coventry game, and you can visibly see the tone is different. So I don't know if it's a deliberate ploy from him this week to kind of rally the fans and rally everyone watching the team or whatever, but something has changed in him, you know, since that Watford game. And as a fan, you know, that's something I can get behind. Is he the man that's going to get us promoted? I've said my piece on that one on previous live streams. I probably don't think he is. I don't think he's the one to get us promoted. But that doesn't stop me from getting behind the manager and behind the side and wanting the team to win. And also, you know, at the bottom line, I want Mowbray to prove me wrong. I want us to go on some insane winning run and make the playoffs or whatever, and him to be the man. But I can still think that he's not the man to get us up and support the side. You know, that is allowed. We're allowed to do that as fans without turning the situation toxic. So whilst he is the manager, I want more of what he did yesterday, less of throwing Ryan Nyambe under the bus and being arsey with Andy Bays and being all mopey after the Preston game. I want less of that. I want what we saw yesterday, that honesty, that integrity, that passion that at least shows me that whilst he's here, he's doing everything he possibly can to get us results.
Right. And if we lose today, though, you know, we lose to Coventry and we are, I don't know, 7 points off relegation, for example, would you still feel like there's actually anything he can say or do? Does it matter how he acts in the press? If you lose that 6th game in a row, does it matter what his demeanour is like and how arsey he is with Andy Bays? Do you know what I mean?
I think that if he loses today, I think he's tried absolutely everything in his copybook, you know, in terms of how he's been passionate, he's been mopey, he's been this, he's been that, he's changed the side. I think it illustrates to me that he's not good enough to be the manager, full stop. Not just to the manager to get us into the Premier League, it's the manager, full stop. And if we lose today and it's 6 defeats on the spin and you've got Coventry City going 2 points behind us and we are genuinely looking over our shoulder with a difficult march, whether we think he's going to get sacked or not, my opinion is he shouldn't be the manager if he loses today, full stop.
Yeah, that's a man out of ideas at that point. And I think you're spot on. I think at the end of the day, whoever's the manager, whatever 11 players go out on that field, the bottom line is we're all Blackburn Rovers fans. And until somebody says otherwise, we get behind this team and, you know,
yeah,
we hope for results.
You only have to look at Marco Bielsa, don't you? I mean, he doesn't. Yeah. I think he does speak some English, but chooses not to interview himself. And even the bloke that speaks for him, they don't do many interviews. They do one a week with the club. You know, he doesn't need to be passionate in the media to get his players to run more than any other team in the country for him.
You're right. You're right. It's a belief that you can instill into the players. It's not something that you've got to work at or try hard for. Some managers just have it, when quality's there.
That's it. So Rovers fans not watching, the players are now out onto the pitch. If you're not watching, do let us know in the comments, and we'll do our best to describe the action for you, and hopefully describe some goals and get really passionate about this game as well.
Come on.
Hey,
come on,
indeed, and yeah, we will sync up. We'll let you know what minute that we are at very short into the game so that you can watch it live with us as well. Kevin's not watching, so we'll do some description for you, Kevin, and others that aren't watching. If you want to let us know what your score prediction is in the comments whilst you're waiting for the game to start, do it. I'll try and click on some of those as we go through these early minutes of the game. Yes, FM. It is going to be the first watch-along win. There we go. First watch-along win. That's what's happening today.
Building it. Oh, I like it, Chris. I like that a lot. I'm hoping maybe you'll have us all round once it's built and COVID allows.
I can plug to a decent alcohol or wholesaler at some point. Hit me in my DMs.
Darren Bond, referee today. I don't think I remember any particularly ill feeling towards him.
The name's Bond. Darren Bond.
Darren Bond, was it? I'll tell you what, one thing about this year, as much as the pitch looks terrible and the football isn't great, I do love our home kit, especially with the blue shorts, but even so, it is gorgeous. And the Coventry away kit today is pretty special. You know,
you've not made a comment on the away team strip today, so that's a positive, Joe.
I love Coventry's away kit. I wish we had it,
Yeah.
Got Spanish striker today. Signed him, San Miguel. There you go.
Oh. Get Dave Miguel back up top.
I ditched the Italian front two. The two Birra Morettis were useless the other night, so they got transferred out.
Brilliant.
Oh, no, I'm not that optimistic.
Not yet.
No. Lots of wins being predicted as I just go through. Michael, I'm loving that.
5-0. Bloody hell.
So for those of you not watching, they're just taking the knee for Black Lives Matter at the moment. So this game will be kicking off momentarily. I'm loving these predictions. And we are kicked off now.
Oh, dear.
That's Darbo, isn't it? He's really good, him.
So for those not watching, any thought of Coventry being defensive, Darbo just ran straight for us. I just hit the bar.
Oh.
So Coventry have hit the bar with a cross, which I think 𝐂𝐿𝐄𝐃 had covered. So it's the left wing back. He's crossed it. Yeah, it hit the bar, the cross.
You're about 2 seconds ahead of me, I think, Ryan.
Oh, really? Let's
no worries.
get the clock on.
I thought you were ahead as well, so I've
43, 44, 45, 46.
Yeah, I am ahead. Right, hang on then. I'll just get this banner scrolling on there. Right, so tell me when you're at a minute.
Minute.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. So Rovers fans not watching, or if you want to sync up with us, we are 1 minute 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hopefully you can sync up with us. Come on. So Coventry have got their foot on the ball a little bit in the first minute or so. FM's got 100 quid on us at evens. Go on, FM.
Bloody hell.
Ballsy.
All of them. I think we've had a few other Americans on before. We'll have to, if you are watching from America, see if we've got any rivalry for Forest City trivia there.
we've had Deuce before, haven't we? Chicago, and then Overseas has been with us before.
Have we never had any of the NYC Rovers lot?
Don't think so.
Oh dear.
Branthwaite. I was just watching him come out then. He loves to press the ball a bit, doesn't he, Branthwaite?
Currently defending in a 4-1-4-1 when they've got the ball in our half. Trav sitting deep. Evans and Rothwell central. Elliott's dropping wide to help Nyambe, and then Brereton's on the left, and then Armstrong's kind of solely up front on his own. So kind of a 4-3-3 going forward, 4-1-4-1 defensively for anybody who's wondering.
Bet they can't wait to get this pitch ripped up.
Oh.
Got 68 watching, so thanks all of you for joining us on the watch along. So we are mindful that we're not iFollow and we're not a professional outfit. So
that's what makes this what it is, boys.
It is. So we really do appreciate you joining us, and hopefully we make it fun for you. And if you're here for the first time, let us know. It's always good to know when we've got new people joining us. Barry Douglas sporting the short sleeves. I like it.
Oh, bad touch.
My girlfriend's decided to join us in the comments.
Is that Shauna?
That's the one.
Hello,
She's
Shauna.
not football at all, so very nice of her to leave that comment for us.
We actually playing red.
Look, she's not watching.
So those not watching, we're 4 minutes in, and apart from that cross that hit the bar, which didn't really have 𝐂𝐓𝐃 troubled, it just kind of sailed over and hit the bar. That's the only chance there's been.
Oh dear.
Just scroll.
Callum, I love that
one. I'll ignore that.
FM, look at him, the cheeky little git FM. Cheeky.
For anyone that hasn't watched a watch along, yeah, we have a 0% win rate and a 0% draw rate. But it's all going to change today.
Daniel's picked up on my alcohol habits. So I like to get the deals from the co-op, Daniel, you know, where you get like the 2 bottles for £4. So I'm always rotating between Moretti, San Miguel, Heineken. They're the main 3 that I rotate between. If I had to say my favourite, I think I'd say Moretti. I've got a draft system as well, the sub, but you have to spend a lot to get the kegs through the post. So I don't treat myself to those very often. It's like £64 for 8 kegs.
Great header.
It's a good point by Michael Pearson. Coventry have started pretty lively, I think.
They have.
Yeah. Oh.
I think this is a complete mirror image of the away game at Coventry, though. They started very lively there. We soaked up that pressure and then went on to win it 4-0. So let's wait and see.
Ryan, the Tinker Man. With me beers. So those not watching, 6 minutes in, as you picked up in the comments, Coventry looking bright. Certainly not defensive Coventry that we were thinking without O'Hare and Hamer in the side. So it's going to have to get our foot on the ball a bit, Rovers, and start creating some problems. Is Dan in the comments? Are you watching, Dan? Oh, Rick, don't worry. You don't know what's in the fridge here, look. There you go, Rick.
He's after his commission again.
What time are you all on, boys? Just to make sure I am synced here.
46, 47, 48, 49.
Way off.
That was bang on for me as well.
Bro.
If you go live, Luke, and then we'll tell you when.
Great ball to Joe Rothwell. Go on.
So Rovers got a chance now. This is the first chance we've really got to just sustain an attack in the Coventry half. So good 1-2 between. No, it wasn't quite good 1-2 between Rothwell and Douglas. Ball went out.
And that's not the manager. You know, that's what's difficult. You know, attack like that breaking down. What can a manager do about that? That's just
that's what we saw from Dak, didn't we, against Watford? You know, he had a few simple passes he could make and just didn't hit them. And, you know, as you say, that is the stuff you can't legislate for.
37, 38, 39, 40.
Yeah,
actually, so there you go.
I'm ahead now, am I? Get in.
Just pause it for 1 second, Luke, and I think you'll be with us.
Chris, it's 4-3-3 going forward. 4-1-4-1 defensively.
Should be bang on 8 minutes now. That do it, Luke?
Yeah.
Bang on.
Oh, he says. 8 or 9, 8-10. Have I gone too far now?
Too far. Go live again.
I'll just go live. I'll go live. Great.
Be all right.
A second's very hard to do, I'll tell you.
That's my average.
Well played.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
I think I saw in the comments saying has Elliot lost the hairband. He hasn't. He's sporting a very white number.
He's back on the white, yeah. Weird, though. He had white the first half in the last game, then went black. And now he's back on white.
He might rotate it at half time again.
Yeah, maybe it's a weird superstition.
Oh, yeah, I need to try Asahi. I have seen that one. That's in the co-op deal. Is co-op just a Lincolnshire thing, or do you have co-ops in Lancashire as well?
Oh, no, we've got co-ops. We've got co-op.
We've got co-ops. Don't be daft.
You have co-op funeral services and everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They seem to own half of Lincoln, the co-op. Whenever there's new developments and stuff in the city centre, it's always them involved.
Have you got booths where you are, Ryan?
No.
Ooh. That's quite Lancashire, Cumbria booths.
Mm. So they don't even have bacon butties in Lincolnshire.
Oh.
Butty. Don't get me started on that. Bacon baps.
Ugh.
Well, that sounds quite normal. Bacon cob for Nottingham.
Yeah, cob's weird.
That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
Good football from Coventry here. Tackle Jared Branthwaite.
Oh, the co-op started in Rochdale. I didn't realise, Simon.
Poor from Barry Douglas. Really poor. Chance.
Oh.
That was really bad.
Got very lucky there. Brian Darboe was... So let's just watch this. So Douglas, yeah, it's a simple pass to Douglas, which is miscontrolled. Darboe's nicked it off him. He tries to foul him. So then Darboe's running at Corey Evans and he's ran the ball out of play. So little let off there for Rovers and poor from Douglas, as Joe said.
Didn't know from living, Chris.
Outlaw, I'll just read the time to you now. So we are 10, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56.
Chance.
Oh, big let off again for Rovers. So
I'd go 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒 as well, Ollie. 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒.
So we'll just describe the action here. It's really scrappy and messy. Lenihan getting involved with the striker, and then it's knocked off to Shipley. James knocks it off to Shipley, and on the half volley with his left foot, he's not far over with that, just in the box. So that can go down as a chance for Coventry. You know, that's not far over. So do you need to wake up here, Rovers?
They've been decent, Coventry. We've not really got going yet.
No, we haven't.
I think, again, for me, very much feels like the away game against Coventry so far. This is how it started. So let's just wait and see.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think if we get the first goal, I'm quietly confident. But if we lose the first goal, it's pretty much game over, and we'll have to start entertaining ourselves again.
I'll tell you what. After the crisp chat the other day, got me inspired. Right.
Okay.
I wondered what Tony Mowbray would do if he had £3 and walked into a let's call it a mainstream supermarket and went to pick the meal deal. What do you reckon Tony Mowbray's meal deal is?
I could see him being a just ham sandwich. I don't know why.
Do you think?
Yeah, I can.
And a bottle of water.
No. He's from Middlesbrough. I think
chicken
and sweet corn. I don't know, something weird on the drink, something just randomly out there that you wouldn't expect.
I could see him having a Vimto or something.
Iron brew or something.
Like a Fanta fruit twist.
I think that's a bit young for him, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I think he likes to get down on the kids, doesn't he? He's very much a dacky type. But that'll be what he walks in and I've got a Fanta fruit twist, lads.
So those of you not watching, Coventry are really setting up well here, and we've just nicked the ball back now. Got a little chance to break. Down the right-hand side, can 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿 go on a trademark run?
Referee. There's no advantage there. We've gone backwards. Shocking refereeing.
Can you 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿? So Rovers got a throw in now, deep.
Oh, sorry. To answer that question. I do and I don't, Paddy. I'm not huge on pies, really, despite from being from. But I don't mind a bit of pay wet. So, yeah, I'm still pretty Wigan. Don't worry. I'm all right. We still do bin lids for breakfast.
Brilliant. But yeah, go on, Luke. Explain yourself, Luke. Go on.
Just for the record, I'm not saying that Tony Mowbray's a nonce. Yeah, I think that if I get saying that, we're going down. No, I'm just I'm saying that it's very much puts an emphasis on youth. Let's go with that. An emphasis on youth in very much footballing terms.
Go on, Ben. Go on, Ben.
Our referee. There we go. Well played, Brios. Won a free kick for Rovers just inside the Coventry half. Just looking at all these comments now. Yeah, I think I have been disrespectful, haven't I, to Tony Mowbray saying just ham. I need to put some respect on his name. He'd definitely have some cheese with it.
Oh, dear.
Come on, Barry. Well done.
I do think the defensive shape doesn't seem solid, does it, at the moment for us?
At the moment, no. Not at all.
I think they're just throwing a lot of men forward in attack. You see they've got 5-6 men in our half when we've got the ball. So,
which is exactly the opposite of what we predicted pre-match, really, as well. Which is interesting.
But it hopefully means we'll get some spaces in behind on the break, especially with Brereton and Rothwell on the pitch. Although I don't really recall Rothwell touching the ball much in this game. I don't think we've really seen him get involved.
And I mean, Rothwell was the one we were really excited about today, particularly with Evans and Travis there just to do the dirty work in midfield. You know, you'd think that Rothwell has a license to go forward, particularly without someone like Hamer on the pitch who's going to be at your ankles and getting stuck in. So I'm a bit disappointed in Rothwell at the moment. But he's in some space now, so he's in some good space here. If we can get it to him, this is where I want him to get now drive. This is where we need Rothwell involved.
It's happening. It's happening.
There we go.
Oh, that was a good ball as well. Oh, unlucky.
So that's what Rothwell needs to do. He needs to let Evans and Travis do the dirty work and just stay in the space, receive that ball, and then he can drive.
This is what Ryan's really good at, saying something, and then the exact opposite happens within seconds. So keep at it, Ryan. Keep doing
that. Was good.
Keep doing that.
That was good by my standards.
Oh, brilliant, Ben Brereton. That is good. Wow. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He stuck it through his legs. Nice touch out. Brilliant pass wide. Moves into the box. That's all you want to see from him.
Chilean fans hit us up.
I know. That was really good, that. Really good.
Harvey Elliott's got the blood shirt on, hasn't he? He's got no name and number on the back now. So for those of you not watching, Ben Brereton, really good play there, as Joe said, just to nick that ball back, and then he sprayed a nice pass out to Ryan Nyambe, but the attack's broken down now. It was lovely play from Brio. But yeah, this replay now we're seeing from Rothwell, that's what we need him to do. Stay free, stay in that space, and then that's how we can impact our game.
To answer that question from Jack, absolutely not. What's the point?
No.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Oh, sorry, I was very slow then. Joe, that deserved more credit.
Thank you.
Well, that is very much a me joke, and it went right over my head.
Probably off the left, 4-6-4, 5-2-8.
He's a Chilean.
Mm.
Good to have you back.
Go on, Joe Rothwell. Good pressure.
I don't know his name, so I'm just gonna call him Numbers.
What is your name? 464-528. We want to.
Unless it's really hard, we're going to butcher it.
We'll just call him Numbers. Oh,
that's a good little knock. Hold it. Oh, you got to hold that armor. What are you doing,
Rowan?
What is his mum, Daniel? His mum is Chilean. His dad and Ben himself, they're from Stoke. But technically, if he wanted to, he could declare for Chile, and the Chile fans want him to.
Don't you think that was poor from Armstrong there? So he ain't scoring from there, and he's not looked in the box. Hold that ball up.
That's exactly the sort of thing that he's done recently, though. Really lost his shots, looked frustrated, wanting goals. I think the further ahead Tony gets as well, the more we're going to see from him doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
he just wants to score goals.
Nice Rothwell there.
Lovely play down this right-hand side now.
Again, the chances we're getting are for crosses into the box, but there's nobody in there. That's the problem. And they're happy to let us have it in these wide areas because they know we've nobody in the box.
And we never will have anyone in the box because that's not any player that we've got, really, in an attacking sense.
No, unless we play Gallagher. Unlucky.
That's again, Rothwell, he's now figured out where the spaces are in this midfield and he's staying in them.
We won it back quickly there from a poor throw out.
So for those of you not watching, we haven't really had a chance per se at the moment. Rothwell did just try a little through ball over to Harvey Elliott there, but just ran through. But Rothwell's actively trying to get involved in this game now.
They're defending without a left winger. It's fascinating.
Is that usually where 𝐂𝐻𝐿 would play?
Not a clue.
I think he plays in the number 10 role, 𝐂𝐻𝐿. He's playing where, well, on the graphic that I saw before the game, he's playing where Darbo was on the graphic, but I don't think Darbo's not playing there.
No, Darbo's playing like a right wing back, isn't he?
Exactly. I think if it's anyone, it's that number 25. Whoever 25 is probably the one where 𝐂𝐻𝐿 would have been. He seems to have been the one getting forward a bit. Price, is it? I can't remember what his name was.
They're very much pressing the ball side when we're in possession. That's a ball. Goal.
Yes. Oh. How's that not gone in?
Good defending, though. Yeah, they're very much pressing the ball side and leaving that crossfield pass wide open.
Great chance there for Rovers. So Armstrong, a lovely little reverse pass with his left foot into Elliott, who was roughly in the position where he scored from the other night against Watford. And then he's gone to play that across the 6-yard box to Brio, who would have had a tap in, but brilliant defending there from, I didn't see which centre-back it was, but managed to just block it and it went into the keeper's arms.
Fantastic interception.
Yeah, it's brilliant play.
We keep winning the ball back, don't we? That's the last 5 attacks. We just win the ball back straight away.
Yeah, we're starting to really get a foothold on this game now.
Yeah, marked improvement in this last 5 minutes, actively in their half and getting our foot on the ball in this third, which is good to see.
Certainly. We shouldn't say it because now it'll stop. Now you've said it out loud.
Yeah.
Steady.
It's all Coventry.
But yeah, you'll see they very much press the ball side. 6 players all over there. and then nobody on this side. They'll try and block the crossfield pass, but if someone can provide it, then we're in.
Let us know how you're feeling, Rovers fans. Those of you watching it, what have you made of Rovers so far?
Oh dear, poor from Branthwaite.
Oh.
Really poor. That should be a yellow card.
Very, very poor. So those not watching, Coventry have now got a free kick deep in the Rovers half, just outside the box on the left-hand side. Branthwaite, as Joe says, it was poor defending, had the chance to get it away, didn't. And then Biamu nicked the ball in front of him and earned the free kick.
Yeah, poor defender.
Might be worth us just doing a minute check in a bit, just to check everyone in the comments is up to speed.
43,
as well.
44, 45, 46, 47, 48.
Yeah, so we're just going to come up to the 23-minute mark very, very shortly. 3, 2, 1, 23 minutes. I'd say that is purely for the left and right foot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jared.
That's a good ball. Whoa.
Rovers have got it away, prevented the corner, which is good. Get this, panicked a bit to get it out. So Darbo's, is he going to shoot?
Oh! He's some player, isn't he?
Pretty poor decision, though, that.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
taken a nick. He's had a shot from about 35 yards. It's taken a nick off somebody, and it's gone out for a corner.
Well done, Ryan Amber, first man there. Good stuff. It's an interesting decision to go for goal here.
Must have hit Lenihan, or did it hit Rothwell?
I don't think that's taken a nick at all, personally. But yeah, Rothwell is probably the one that's...
Yeah. Corner for Coventry on the left-hand side at the Blackburn end.
Oh.
And they did get their head on it. It was half chance at the very best for someone to flick it on or
yes,
on it.
Absolutely, Kieran. People look at our position in the PL2 division and say, oh, well, why aren't our players playing? But Jared Branthwaite's not played under 23s football for Everton this season. Taylor Harwood-Bellis isn't playing for Manchester City's youth team. They send them out on loan, all of those players, and they send them to their first team. Tyler McGlaw and Hayden Carter would not be doing better than those two. Jared Branthwaite and Taylor Harwood-Bellis, one of them, if not both of them, but let's just say one, will play for England. Hayden Carter might reach the championship before his career's finished, in my opinion. Don't let the PL2 table, sway you. These players aren't playing for, United and City and Everton and Liverpool. Harvey Elliott doesn't play in the PL2 when he's not out on loan. The Liverpool team in the PL2 is 17-year-olds like Harvey Elliott, but they're nowhere near as good. So, no, I would absolutely not have either of those two over Harwood-Bellis or Branthwaite, personally. I don't know about you guys.
I agree with everything you just said there, Joe. Definitely. And I think just what you said there at the end about where Harvey Elliott plays when he's not playing for Liverpool. He's not in that division at all, is he?
No. Good ball for Ben.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Oh, well done.
He's done well there. So, little chance. Come on, in the box. I don't think we are. 45, 46, 47.
I meant Luke.
Oh, sorry.
I think just slightly.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
53.
Go on, Ryan.
Chance for Nyambri's crossed it. Douglas was in there, which is good to see. Cleared away. So we're just going to keep this ball alive. Elliott now on the left. Plays it in for Armour.
Well done, Ben, again. Oh. I think Ben's had a great game.
Yeah, he's really trying to affect this.
It makes a difference, doesn't it? Simple as that. Get there.
Go on, Ryan.
Oh, not the best. Go on.
Yes.
Go on, Ben.
Yeah!
Come on, Gillian.
Bloody hell. Oh, my God.
What a strike.
2-2. It's 2-2.
Boom.
So,
wow.
So for those of you not watching, Rovers have scored. It's Ben Brereton, and a slice of luck for Rovers here because the ball's been played by Rothwell in behind the right wing back. Nyambe gets there and really just mishits a cross.
What Ryan means is it's an exquisite assist from the Namibian Cafu.
Poor from the Coventry defence. It falls to Brereton on the edge of the box.
Outside the box.
18 yards out, and he's just rammed that into the bottom left. Just thrown it into the left corner. Super.
Oh, look, I forgot. RJW.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
RJ. Here we go. Thank you, RJ.
I tell you what that goal reminded me of. Only a little bit, but it reminded me of the game against Wolves years ago. Sam Gallagher, the 1875 protest day live on Sky Sports, where he rifled it on the half volley. Brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely strike.
Superb strike. We've scored first on a watch along.
Oh, yeah, and in the first half. What a day.
Put your mortgage on it. Game's over. We've won. When we score first, we're fine.
And you say I say things that are stupid.
No, I'm telling you. I'm not worried at all. Watch them score now. Go on.
We've just made this game 1-1.
Look at the confidence now. 1-0 up and the players spraying the ball around. Look at this. You know what I mean?
Super brio. Tell you what, my neighbours, with me shouting about in this garage, are going to be thinking, what the bloody hell's he doing in there?
Oh.
Right, how far off the playoffs are we? I'm joking.
Oh.
Lovely, Brio, lovely.
See, that's what happens when Ben Brereton starts on the left-hand side in a Rovers shirt from the off.
It's a great finish. I'm sorry, but the curl on that, you know.
Lovely, lovely finish. And he's hit it quite hard as well. So to get a shot that's just so accurate, so curled with that power, it was a great, really great finish. And as you say, Joe, really just reward for how he's played today. He's been fantastic.
Yeah. We've got a Ben Brereton custom emoji in our Discord, and I see it used to full effect at the minute in my notifications, which is brilliant.
Oh, we've got
plug the Discord as well, actually.
Yeah, Discord. I love those little emojis you've got.
I know, I'm going to add more.
We've got Cohen back, who's the Watford fan. Yeah, what happened in your game, Cohen? Like, what started that and who got sent off?
What was that? Who was it? A player each that got sent off?
I know how Pedro got sent off. Tommy, there we go. Kaminski's retrieved the ball. I'll tell you what, right? I love just seeing all these comments. I'm going to bring them all up when we went 1-0 up. It's just so nice to see.
Lovely.
We just start spraying the ball around once we're 1-0 up. The confidence just comes seeping back in.
Oh, these are just fills you with joy going through all these happy comments.
It does.
Nice, Corey Evans. That's a good ball.
Ooh.
Oh, there's nothing in.
Awesome.
Really, I think he's been brilliant.
So for those of you not watching, we're just coming up to the 31-minute mark, 1-0 Rovers. And as Joe says, we're looking a confident side, so good to see.
Spitting image of that away game. I know Ben didn't score, but he won that penalty from a ball in behind. And, you know, we took some pressure in the first minutes of that game and then grew into it a little bit and then took the lead and off we went. And this game so far is following that blueprint exactly with Ben Brereton at the heart of it.
Yeah.
Great kick. Ryan Nyambe's getting about today.
Yeah, 2-2 for Ben Stephen. Absolutely. Hey?
Is that 4 for the season?
4, I think, yeah. I remember when I was looking last time, Armstrong's got 19 in the league, hasn't he? And then I think the next was Elliott and Gallagher, I think, on 4. So, yeah, I think he'll be on 4 now. I know he might be on 5 because of that goal against Watford. He could be on 5 now.
Let's have a look.
Potentially, actually.
I think he could be on 5.
Let's see. Hey, I am the stats man after all. I'd better go and find out myself, hadn't I?
You are.
Yeah, that'll be his 5th, and he's on 4 assists. So that's his 9th goal contribution of the season. Really good to see.
Oh. It's an equaliser for Coventry, and it's been ruled out for offside.
Yes!
Offside. So
yeah, go on. You
Brereton appealed and then went like that, so I kind of had the feel.
I want to see this again. So it's a deep free kick for Coventry that they played in from the left. So we'll just have a look what's going on. What's the ref doing here? So the linesman's got his flag up. So let's just watch this. So it's played in by McCallum from the left. It's
offside on.
It's a great finish, by the way.
Was it 𝐒𝐿𝐹 at the back stick? So it's been flicked on by Tyler Walker, and then 𝐒𝐿𝐹 was at the back post and puts it in.
No, it isn't. It
was offside from the header. Not the actual free kick.
It was Ostergaard who put the ball in, not 𝐒𝐿𝐹. So it was from the flick on, wasn't it, from Tyler Walker that he was offside. So I think that looked like the right decision.
It was an outrageous goal. How he got there and got it in at that angle, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just about to say that, classic Rovers, getting us all happy and feeling positive, and then that sucker punch. So that's another warning shot for Rovers. We have had a couple in this game from Coventry.
Good line, though. Really good defensive line.
Thank you, Michael Pearson.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that, mate.
Not sure about the playoff push, but absolutely that we're winning a game and we scored in the first half. Come on.
I don't mind it when the other team score a goal that's offside, because it shows you that the line was bang on for the free kick. You want to see that defensive organisation. If Lenihan's not there, maybe a Branthwaite or a Harwood Bellis has played him onside, Yeah, Stephen Mason with the point there. Gallagher out for a little while, and Ben finally gets a little bit of a run of time in the team, and he's already got 2 and 2. He absolutely deserves to be playing football for us.
So Cohen's given us the lowdown. So Lerma dived in there and got Shalaborough too much behind. They should have scored off the free kick. In the last minute, Pedro slipped over and caught Lerma, who should have been sent off. Then Wilshere ran in and started fighting everyone. Femini had tried to stop it. Then 8 Bournemouth players started pushing him to the floor. Everyone started getting booked. Sounds like absolute chaos.
I know, that sounds like rugby league.
Jared. Ooh.
That's not the best from Jared there.
No.
Really not the best at all. Well done, Barry Douglas, though.
He's not having a great game again, to be fair to the lad.
No, he's not.
But the last thing...
ref's going to stop that.
That's gutting. That is gutting, because we're in.
88 of you on the watch-along with us. Really appreciate your support. So thank you all for joining us. Let us know if you're here for the first time as well.
There's no prize, but,
No. Hopefully keep it fun nonetheless.
3 points. 3 points is a great prize.
Although there is a competition live at the minute on the Rovers Chat Twitter channel to win a home or an away shirt. I think you've just got to follow the account, retweet the tweet, something like that. There's something up at the minute that's at @Rovers_chat if you fancy trying to win a competition.
And we've got Glenn's raffle as well. Glenn's raffle. I need him to draw that. I paid my £5 about 7 years ago.
I'd have a word. That's not good enough.
I'm desperate for him to get those balls, get those raffle entries over the line. So if you've not seen it on the Rovers Chat website, have a look. Glenn's charity raffle to raise some money for his friend who needs some medical treatment. £5 entry.
Great touch from Barry Douglas there. Really nice. Been impressed with him today as well. In fact, the left-hand side, really. Rothwell, Brereton and Douglas linking up really well on the left in this game.
Both wings. I think our play down the flanks has been really good today. Harvey Elliott and Nyambi's been decent as well. So
yeah, I would say Coventry are kind of letting us have the ball in wing areas because they know it's not particularly potent from crossing the ball into the box.
I think we've just got to appreciate keeping the ball on the floor and perhaps putting inside and.
Good to have you along, Carl, for the first time. Hopefully you like what you see. We do try and keep it enjoyable.
It's not a dating website, Ryan.
Oh, it is. Some of them might, you never know what might brew on Rovers chat.
Oh, well done, Ben Brereton again. That is gorgeous. He's popping up everywhere. Left side, right side, centrally.
Welcome to Chat Roulette, led by Ryan.
Hey, have you heard my phone voice on that 6 yards out advert?
I know.
Not to get anyone excited.
It's the way you say apparel. It's annoying.
That's how I've always said it.
Oh, apparel. Oh, shocking.
I'm a man of class.
In fact, just so everyone can hear, you tell me if this sounds silly.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the face.
Apparel? Apparel? Come on, tell me in the comments. Is it apparel or apparel? You let me know.
Are you a man of culture or are you like Joe?
You're scone. Here we go.
People are thinking that was a planned little marketing ploy there to get the advert on again, but it wasn't.
And it was just perfect that nobody scored in that little moment.
It was a risky strategy.
It was.
But
don't worry.
Had it covered.
For those of you not watching, where we started talking about crisps the other night, because for the 15-minute spell in that second half, we were dreadful. We've largely been okay in this spell, so don't be alarmed.
Well done. Oh, he's not going to keep it. That's all.
You've gone for a 50-50 split in the comments, Ryan.
I know, it's interesting. Chris is with you, but Ollie finds it annoying.
I've always liked Chris. Good on you, Chris. I hope that bar's coming along nice.
And Cohen's looking for some singles in the Hertfordshire area, so you've come to the right place, my friend.
Oh, crikey.
Brilliant.
Oh,
You've divided the nation, Joe.
I know.
Apparel.
That's lovely from Trav and Elliot there.
Oh.
And that's not as lovely from Armstrong, but... I never understand it. There you go, Ryan. It's not good enough, this advert. People don't even know what you're selling.
Maybe we should get 6 yards out to decide.
That's a good idea, yeah. I like that. I could imagine Steve Waggett calling it apparel.
Man of class, what can I say?
I don't know if that's a compliment, really.
So coming up to the 40-minute mark, guys. As I say, Rovers largely looking okay, but Coventry are just reminding us at times that they are still in this game. So just need to be a little bit careful. Maybe cause a few more problems.
It's a bit like tennis at the minute. My head's moving left and right and left and right. Don't know about you guys. That's a lovely ball for Darbo, though.
It's good play by them there. They've worked that really well.
Oh, dear. Oh, good block, Corey Evans. That's experienced defense.
No way.
Knew exactly where to be there.
Good little attack there. Why? Let's have a look.
Ryan Waggett, see. Wags. To
be fair, I don't know my real dad, so it could be old Spike.
Oh, I see.
Oh, this is it's an exclusive from Rovers Chat.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Mum.
It's like Jeremy or you're my dad.
On the topic of family, there, my mother's joined us.
Oh,
Hi, Gillian.
Hi, Gillian. Joe would like a dark digestive. Just looking.
Oh no, I don't like dark chocolate myself.
Oh, do you not? No, okay.
Not for me.
And that's why Gillian Harvey likes the dark digestives. Then.
Yeah. What is that? You'll have to ask Ryan. Ryan's our.
It's like So they've got all the mugs and stuff, haven't they? But it's the stuff that wouldn't fit under the category of a mug. It'd be like the cushions and the soft furnishings, things like that.
There's a company, isn't there, that's quite famous, like American Apparel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clothes.
I'm laughing at Matt's comment.
Oh, crikey. So we're not just finding people relationships, we're also doing a Who Do You Think You Are Long Lost Family special as well.
Oh, we get it all here. All under one roof.
Yeah, apparel's anything that's got a mug. So, Lewis Travis, apparel.
Just everything.
Oh, yes, Forest City. I'm very, very excited for the crisps to arrive. I will have to try and not eat them before the stream.
Eat them on the stream.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll be tempted to just eat them in my day-to-day life. So
yeah,
no chance here. Trav driving forward. Go on, Trav.
Oh,
hello.
Oh.
He's into the bar. Oh, look. Oh,
ref.
Cleared away. That was lovely from Travis there.
Over to you.
That was awesome from Trav, though, wasn't it? Like, first time we've really seen him probably since he's come back from injury. Drive forward, gets into the box, lovely bit of skill, stands it up to the back post, and it's headed away. And then it's Ryan Nyambe fouled by McCallum. So we've got a free kick on the right-hand side, just outside the box. So a chance for, I'd say Rothwell's probably going to dink it in, but it might well be Douglas. Yeah, Douglas is there as well. So it's whether you want to swing it in or out. You heard anything about this, Joe?
What I do like.
I would. I'm going to imagine that's some kind of joke that I'm not understanding. I'm not following that. Am I being thick?
Just don't read it out. I've also spotted that Jared sent a few packs of crisps out, Joe. So redistribute them. Yeah.
Right,
here we go. Oh, did that in the post?
I wasn't even watching.
The beans on toast.
What a free kick!
Oh dear. Oh, Ryan Nyambe.
Got to see a replay of the free kick. Douglas has rattled the post with an amazing shot from the position he was in. And then Coventry were breaking. This was incredible.
Oh.
Look at the whip on this. Whip, power.
Ooh.
Oh.
Eric, Sean, I get it now. I'm with you. Yeah, sorry. I was being really thick. I was like, is that some kind of joke about Christian Eriksen? Like, what? I was so confused.
I've not covered him in my stats.
Oh, God. I'm being
What
thick.
a free kick that was, though.
Was it Barry?
Yeah.
Barry, yeah. So he's on that right corner on the box. Those of you not watching, he's whipped it with loads of power and like curl, and it's rattled the back post. Amazing.
Some of these comments today are really making me laugh. I love that from Chris, though. I'm challenging anyone to find me a better group. So, oh, sugar, we're in.
We're breaking. Harvey Elliott. Go on then. Get there, Armour. Oh, good save.
It sounds like a tennis match again, this. Oh, Joel's gone. Sorry, Joel.
I got that excited. I accidentally left.
He's kicked him out. Every week.
So those not watching, we won the ball back and start to break. Harvey Elliott drove down the right flank and then plays it in for Armstrong.
He's got to look for the runner there, though. He's got to play it back across the keeper for me.
The keeper was rushing out and Armstrong just couldn't quite get the finish. So that's a chance. If you're 19 goals in the championship, that is a big chance for you. But we've got the corner now.
To whip it in.
Oh, Brio.
Stood it up. Oh, corner again. No.
Another one.
Corner on the other side now. So Rovers finishing the half strong. I don't think we're going to get to take this corner, personally.
Do you not think?
There's only 1 minute added on, and it is on 46 now.
Give it us.
I'm buffering a bit here, I think.
Well, you've timed it well.
15,
let's
16,
do it.
17.
Go on then. He's going to blow. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, I did that in a Sunday league game once. You know what Darbo just did.
Good half.
What, picked it up in box?
So the ref blew for something, and I picked it up, and he said it like worked out that something hadn't happened. He was like, "No, I wasn't doing anything," and he gave them a penalty because I grabbed it, like what Darbo just did.
Oh God. Ryan, can we have our little break soon? Because I desperately need a little toilet break. You know me.
Joe.
Yes, please, sir. Sir.
Can you go to the toilet?
I didn't go at break. I was busy.
Of course.
You go for a break. Me and Luke will keep talking. Yeah. You go for a break.
You have 60 seconds, Joe, and then we will resume.
Go.
He's gone. Those of you not watching, it is half time. That last 15 minutes was just was confident from Rovers and absolute banter on the Rovers chat watch along. So thank you all for your comments.
Joe's the famous J-League striker that we see from Harry BRFC.
Luke, how are you feeling at half time?
Good. You know what? We've scored in the first half. Like, just, take everything else out of consideration. We've got a first half goal to put us in front in a game. And to be honest, I can't remember the last time it happened. So I'm chuffed with that. It's a big, big relief. And I think, hopefully, regardless of the opponent, and this is no disrespect to Coventry, but we've got to now take this confidence of scoring in the first half into the next couple of games, because there's some big, big games coming up with Reading and Swansea and the likes, Brentford. So we've got some tough games coming up, but we've also got 45 minutes to play out now against a good Coventry side that have caused us problems. Obviously, they had the offside goal. Brian Dorbo's looked lively. They've got forward a little bit. Branthwaite's looked fairly shaky. But we've gone in 1-0, kept clean sheet still, and we've got that goal. So that's the most important thing for me at the moment.
Definitely. Rovers fans, let us know what you think in the comments, how you're feeling at half-time. Michael's picked up on it here. Forgotten what it feels like to be winning at half-time. Absolutely, Michael. We've got a basis now. Mowbray can get the players into the dressing room, start to talk about the game plan in the second half, and hopefully we can build on that in the second half and get the job done and get that much-needed win. So let us know how you're all feeling. I thought Coventry, Luke, I thought they surprised me with how they came out. Without Hamer and without 𝐂𝐻𝐿, I was expecting something different to that. And
absolutely.
They came at us, didn't they? I was really surprised. And then we just managed to get our foot in it a bit. Rothwell was getting on the ball, and we just grew into that game and into that half. And we looked all right. Just looking at the stats now, 59% possession for Rovers. Probably didn't feel like that in the first kind of 15 minutes, but certainly grew into that half. Joe, how are you feeling at half? Okay.
That stats, that looks more like a Rovers that we'd grown to love in the early sort of season. That them, half-time stats. Sorry, Joe, back to you. I'm just
going to say, Joe, how are you feeling at half-time, Joe? I was just running through some of the comments and asked Luke how he was feeling.
Relieved after a wee.
Yeah, well, great finish. I've just watched it back while I was in the loo. It's a great goal. It's a brilliant goal. I'll give him that. It's not actually an easy finish. I know the keeper's not really an element, but that defender's there and he's got to swaz it round him, and he does. It's a really good goal. And I'm just pouring another drink. Great half.
Love it. I'll just run through the comments that we've had. Ollie, very interesting experiences. First time on the watch along, won't be my last, I reckon. Well, interesting's the right word, Ollie. We like to. It has been a war of attrition the previous 5 games, and we've had to dredge deep and to talk about crisps and all sorts to keep everyone entertained. So hopefully this one has been good for you. So let us know if there's anything else we can do to make it more interesting for everyone, because we bring you guys all the content. That's what we want to do at the end of the day.
A very important comment from Rick Trowbridge there as well. And did you sing Happy Birthday, Joe?
Did I sing Happy Birthday?
Oh yeah.
What's that in reference to?
Well, sing Happy Birthday, haven't you? That's the very important when washing your hands to a good standard. Happy
You're
birthday.
in Burnley though. You've got to do it for longer.
And there we are. That's me putting my place. See you later.
Stephen, I feel calm for once. DM Dark Mods. We're watching this on iFollow.
We're being well behaved.
We are, yeah. We are well behaved. I follow. FM, happy to be winning, but that first 10 to 15 minutes can happen again. It can, FM, and they've got 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐃 and 𝐂𝐻𝐻 that will come on and make them a different side completely. So we're going to have to be careful, most certainly.
I'd absolutely agree with Ryan Lambert about Corey Evans, just to get a 2 cents in on him before we skip over him. I thought he was really good in that half. Just to touch on that.
Yeah, he was. And I think once the midfield found their way, I think it took a little bit of adjustment time because of how quickly Coventry came onto us. I think that took us by surprise a little bit. But I think eventually the three of them, Rothwell, Evans and Travis, all found their position, and you started seeing them impact the game in the way that we know they can. And I love that run from Travis at the end, because that's the thing he absolutely needs to bring more into his game. John in Brisbane. What time is it in Brisbane, John? I don't know if Dizzy Thumbs is there either, but good to have you from down under. We always love having the fans from across the pond in America or down under in Australia, etc. Good to have you along. Yeah, thank the Lord we got a goal. The first 10, yeah they were scary. And you're right.
Even our fans in third world countries like Burnley.
I never say Burnley. I just use the old postcode.
The postcode.
Let's not say the word out
loud. Stephen, is it Mowbray in now? Lol. I mean, this is a must-win for Mowbray as much as it is for Rovers, Stephen. So I think, you know, everyone wants the win today, and let's just see what happens between now and the end of the season. It's not changed my view on whether I think he can get us into the Premier League, but you know, he's our manager, and I'll back him and I trust him. So let's see where we can go. To Stoke as well, yeah. Chris, I reckon we'll see 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐃 and 𝐂𝐻𝐻 for the second half.
Just a little plug to the Rovers chat tweet that's just gone out. Ryan, you look rather, you know, settled and reserved in that celebration. I'm expecting more when we go 2-0 up.
Let's have a look.
Oh God, is there a tweet out?
I need to have a look. He's obviously taken it at the wrong time. I was quite reserved. I didn't feel reserved.
It's very polite. That's like a celebration.
I'm a polite guy. You know me well enough now.
Yeah, you're an apparel kind of guy.
I am an apparel type of guy.
Yeah. Go on, Ryan. Not the best one. Yes.
Someone's got to restore some order and authority to this show.
Oh, and there it is, Ryan Weaver. Is it?
Read the rolling banner, Ryan. Read it.
Read it to understand it. Is that a cue to half time?
What? Well, you can go. Just do what Joe did.
Yeah, we'll do it one by one. Go on. I've given you the pass.
I'm gonna soldier through.
I'm soldiering through. I feel all right.
I'm a bit younger.
I'm a man with an iron bladder.
Going to keep going through these comments. Ollie, I don't have much money. Ollie, first and foremost, you're under no obligation whatsoever to donate. So never feel like you have to do that. And you've been one of the loyal followers to the show and on all our streams and things like that. So we'll always keep bringing it free of charge. So you're under no obligation to do that, mate.
Just being here and being in the comments and supporting us in that way, week in, week out, as you do, is so important to us. And even on, you know, on the other side and all our other content that you're always on commenting, that's fantastic. So it's much appreciated.
I've just been informed via text that a coffee is on the way.
Yes,
Gillian.
Good on Gillian.
Top stuff.
Just making sure you don't get too messy there on your.
I know. But I might need another toilet break though if I have a coffee as well.
Leap year man, we came into it more second half of the first half, but nowhere near comfortable. Great finish, Brio. Yeah, we're definitely not comfortable. As much as we've been painting a picture of feeling comfortable with all of our chat on this watch along, I certainly don't feel comfortable.
Anybody you'd like to see in the second half, guys?
I think I think we look all right in terms of the setup and the shape. So he needs to not leave it too long. If they bring on Hamer and they bring on O'Hare and they start getting a bit of joy, then you might want to consider someone like Tribal just to kind of steal it up a little bit in the central midfield area.
Just on that comment, if Ryan Nyambe gets a goal, I'm expecting wild scenes. Wild scenes. I mean, if we were there in person, I think somebody would be on the pitch if Ryan scored.
If Nyambe scores, we're on the pitch.
Is this me brew delivery?
Delivery.
Oh my gosh. It's
Delivery.
here.
Gillian, you've made it onto the stream.
There's Gillian. You're famous, Gillian. Hello,
Oh,
Gillian.
lovely. Lovely. Thanks, Ma.
Bye.
See you later. Oh, right.
RJ played well, but let's not get carried away. Yeah, let's not. Don't listen to us three getting all
Absolutely don't listen to us.
just because we're all getting giddy.
Wait, well, Joe's got a bit of caffeine down him. He'll be even worse.
Caffeine.
Anyone's having caffeine.
464-528. We are desperate to know what your name is, so we don't refer to you as a number. But this is the second watch along, and so far Brereton scores every time. So hopefully it becomes a tradition. Yeah, come again.
We don't want to keep calling you numbers.
Ollie and John are both.
Yeah.
So John's 153, and then Ollie. I didn't realise you were Melbourne, Ollie. So good to have you along. Look at the time it is in Australia. So absolutely. Really appreciate your guys' support, sticking with us into Saturday evening and Sunday morning.
Just to answer Forest City's question, nobody will have seen it. Spurs didn't provide a stream and it was away from home, but I'm told he played in a midfield position, probably on the right. And he got through 75 minutes. I think Jalil Sardi replaced him and the formation changed. So we're told that it'll be less than 2 weeks that we'll see him back in the first team fold. So there we go.
Luke, do you have this problem? I have this problem well and truly. When I'm at gigs and stuff like that, if I break the seal, that's it. I'm on a 1 in, 1 out. And sometimes it's less than a 1 in, 1 out. I'm like drinking half a pint and I'm pissing out a pint. So if I break the seal, I'm done.
It happens, and I think only you can, speak for yourself, Ryan, that I presume it gets worse with age, does it?
It does, mate. Absolutely it does. You've not seen the bucket that I've got under here. Into this pipe.
We just keep seeing the mute sign come up every now and again.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I'd agree, Michael. I think Joe brings a lot in pretty much wherever you play him, apart from centre back. Really, he's just so versatile. I think it gives you that freedom to put whoever you want on the bench because he can cover you at right back, left back, centre mid, on the wing. You could even stick him up top if you wanted to. So he does give you that versatility, which I think is really important.
Ollie, now I am showing my bloody age because, yeah, it's Ollie from the bloody Rovers chat site. Why have I not put 2 and 2 together? That is definitely an age thing, Ollie. Of course I bloody knew you was in Australia. Hildred exposed. I do apologise, Ollie. That's my bad.
Hildred exposed.
Oh, God. That's one thing. My advice to anyone, don't have kids. They take vital brain power and memory.
It's past 40, middle of the night. I like that. That's good.
Oh, God, middle of the night, see, I like my sleep. So that would do me in.
I'm a middle of the night with you.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Most nights.
Oh, crikey.
I like a bottle of water next to my bed. I'm a nighttime drinker.
Oh, I see.
Chris and Scott. Oh, it just made me chuckle that.
Dashcam Lanks is giving you some good advice there, Luke.
Oh, you see, that's where I go wrong because I like to be hydrated all the time. I'm a frequent hydrator.
Luke sleeps in the shower. I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, we need to start this game again. Come on, referee.
Scott is sticking to the 2-0 prediction. Rothwell to get the other. The Rovers are back out now, and Coventry are there as well. Doesn't look like there's any changes.
Scotty bringing us all back down to earth, remembering that this is a football-related stream.
Yeah. What Rovers chat? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
We
kept.
should call it general chat, shouldn't we?
He's kept his. We've still got
Just
the
quickly, for those of you, I didn't do this at the start. Do show us your setup. So tweet Rovers chat.
Yeah.
Let us know how you're enjoying the game with us today. That was Simon's from a few weeks ago with laptop and TV there. So tweet the Rovers chat site and Dan will retweet those.
Oh my Lord, Corey Evans is taking the kickoff. What?
Good heavens! Good heavens!
And just a reminder to everybody, later on the post-match stream, call into the show. We had David with us last week, which was great, and FM Works has been on before as well. So call into the show. Again, send a DM to Rovers Chat, and we'll get you on the show like David was last week. So the second half is now restarted. For those of you not watching, back to the footy. Enough of our drivel.
Hey! I see what you did there.
I don't even think he meant it.
You know. Didn't even mean to give him credit for a joke. He didn't even mean to say.
You know me so well, Luke. Or did I?
Yeah, dear.
Cool. Come on, then. Let's get this job done. Coventry didn't bring on Hamer and O'Hare, so I expect that change at some point in the second half. Oh, I need to amend that. It's not half time.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I don't know if we can read that one out.
Can we have a look?
Oh, we might be getting demonetized there. Fun.
But yes, come on, Rovers, 3-0. Quiet start to the first half. Second half. Starting again.
Order has been restored.
Exits to your left and right.
It's like this all the time in stadiums, though, isn't it? Like you kind of have that 5 or 10 minute spell, like after half time, where everyone's a bit.
You can your pint and your chips, and you can just saunter back up and
yeah.
Well, lads,
Everyone's munching on their Sodexo.
don't score in first 5, lads. I need to get back. There's a queue at Bog.
Go on.
Can you find the pass, Elliot?
Good ball.
All right, let's go.
That's a good ball as well.
Oh, God.
I slipped.
Well played, Trav.
Lovely.
Spiritual gains. So the first half, so it's just the second half's just started, but the first half, Coventry really came at us in the first 10 to 15 minutes and caused us a few problems and made us a bit anxious, but we grew into the second half really, and Rothwell was getting on the ball and Brereton had a really good game in that first half. Corey Evans really pinning that midfield as well. So definitely got our foot on the ball and a cracking finish from Ben Brereton. And then, we looked okay after the goal, but Coventry have given us a couple of reminders that they're still in the game, and they had a goal disallowed actually, offside from a free kick. So 1-0 is by no means a safe lead, especially when you're 5 losses on the bounce.
Grew into it that much. The 𝐏𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐎 come out looking like Peter Crouch.
I just can't compete, Luke. I actually can't compete with your
What?
Oh, that's a poor
With my
ball.
terrible dad jokes when I'm not a dad yet.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
we need to swap places. I'll happily swap places.
I'm all right. Your garage is cold.
I've still got shorts
I
on.
don't think it's an episode of Wife Swap, Luke. You're not moving in. I think he
I
just
know,
means
it's all change.
Although, to be fair, with the amount of stuff I've been doing on the live streams and in this garage, maybe Lisa will be advocating a wife swap.
Yeah, dedicated. It's a bigamy, a marriage to Rovers chat.
till relegation do us part.
No, in good times, in good times and bad, Joe.
I really don't want to be sat here talking about
Oh.
Chris.
Oh, it's an equaliser for Coventry. Who was that? James. Is that Matty James?
Yeah, it was at Leicester.
Yeah. Matty James has equalised for Coventry. This looked like a poor goal to me, so let's just have a look. McCallum stands it up. It's a really high cross to the back post. Tyler Walker, how's he beaten?
I'm sorry. How does Branthwaite get beat to that header? That is poor.
So Branthwaite's not even jumped. So it's a really high cross from McCallum. It's gone right to the back stick. And Branthwaite doesn't even get off the ground. And all Tyler Walker has to do is nod it down. And Matty James finishes it on the volley from 6 on.
What's that, sorry?
I'll update the banner for you.
Yeah, I mean,
How are you doing it? Thanks, mate.
It's it's Blackburn Rovers at the end of the day. This we always do it the hard way, regardless. We've even gone up, 1-0 up, and then here we are. Here we find ourselves, trying to chase it again. Back to reality, as Arnold says.
To be fair, I think most of us did say that. As much as it felt good in the first half and the banter and stuff, we did say, didn't we, that 1-0 was not a safe lead. So.
Yeah, and we've looked shaky, haven't we? We've looked shaky in defensive areas, and I know
I just think it's more defending from Branthwaite, to be honest.
It's terrible, really terrible defending from Branthwaite.
I mean, he's a young lad. He's still a teen. I don't want to be, knocking him, but he's not had a great game at all today. And as a professional footballer, you've got to be open to criticism, haven't you? There again, I mean, in that little free kick, the way he's all over number 5. I don't know who that was, but again, it's really pretty poor. He could have given away a free kick there. If that had been, in more of a free kick area rather than in the box, I think your referee's giving that.
Yeah. What happened there? So Coventry got a corner now. What the hell happened there?
I don't know. Oh, Travis.
Travis, yeah, I see. So Coventry got a corner literally out of nowhere here. This needs a big, big response from us now. I'm fearing the fact that they're bringing on Hamer and O'Hare as well.
Nobody marking their man at the front post. Look at number 5. What?
Yeah, that's bizarre. That's looking at the first man off the corner.
Terrible.
Come on, we can do this. I predicted 3-1, so it's still on. Come on.
Rovers! Take us to Terrace's cock.
Crikey.
Oh, dear. Go on, break.
Right,
Go on.
here we go. Break.
It's a big chance.
Break the seal. No.
Oh, Brio. It's got to be better, Brio.
He's just
That's
give
got to be
the
offside.
Oh, no. Oh, Bram.
Oh, Brad, he's going to give that. He is going to give that.
He's
Oh,
not.
I tell you what.
Oh, Kaminsky.
I want to see that one again. That looked a foul by Branthwaite to me.
Did you see Kaminsky's reaction to Branthwaite then as well?
Did he have him?
He looks to be taken from that, but
Yeah, let's give him a shove there.
yeah, get out of me road.
4-3, crikey. I can't see there being another 5 goals in this game, but fair enough.
Ronan.
Absolutely no.
It's Steak McCoy's for me.
Whoa!
Steak McCoy's, flame grilled Steak McCoy's. What about you two?
I can't remember what my go-to was.
I I do quite like those crushed black pepper kettle chips, actually. I'm a big fan of them.
It's a good shout. I'm a Pringle man. I like the tub. I like the challenge to get down into a tub of Pringles when you get.
You can't beat beef hula hoops.
Yeah, I said that last time. And it was a good shout. That.
Yeah,
was.
I love a beef hula. They do them big, giant versions of beef hula hoops on meal deals in Co-op, and I love it.
It's a proper packed lunch bag of Chris. That
it is.
Here
yeah.
we go. Douglas with a free kick whipped in. Right.
Whipped in being the operative word.
Bit of a sucker punch, that one, right after half time.
I was in my stride then, and it's knocked me for 6. That.
I think a draw is almost the worst result today, isn't it?
Yes,
it doesn't
is.
get us anywhere, but it then doesn't put any extra pressure on the owners or the CEO. So it's a weird one.
You don't want to be walking away from a home game to Coventry with a draw or a defeat. Either of those is it's unacceptable, really. You don't. And I've said it before. No disrespect to Coventry, they were a good side with some talented players, but
that's a ball.
Here we go.
Oh, foul.
Ref.
He's got to give that. He's not giving it. He's knocked his teeth out.
I love it when you're
knocked his bloody teeth out there.
I love it when your Lancashire accent comes through. It cracks me up.
I'm getting called out by Chris here. Oh no.
Oh yeah. So the ref needs to look at that. Surely the fact that he's bleeding from the mouth.
Oh,
that's an elbow. That's a shocker. Referee, use your head. The guy's bleeding from the mouth.
He's already bled once in this game.
𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐄's just taken the people's elbow.
So for those of you not watching, Rovers were breaking and Elliott was driving down the right, and Shipley's done a naughty one where Elliott's knocked it past him and he's just done an elbow like that, and it's gone right in. He's bleeding from the mouth, so it's a definite foul. Disgraceful, really. That would have been a free kick in a dangerous position for us.
Tony's looking like a disappointed parent on Parents' Day at the minute.
Oh, it looks like we've got a nice picture of the setup, have we, to show, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let me have a look.
Cool.
Oh, it's Rick's. I was just about to say, Rick. This is Rick.
Oh, he's got a blade machine as well. So he has. I remember him saying now. Love it. It's empty.
Good one, Rick.
Empty.
Love it, Rick. And in honour, look, I've just cracked open the Heineken. There you
go.
Brilliant. It's almost as if we plan all this.
Yeah, keep the pictures coming in.
Rick, it was it's Harvey Elliott who's bleeding with the elbow from Shipley. What's happened to Lenihan here as well? Now Lenihan's
bleeding as well.
Oh, dear.
Christ on a bike.
Crashed on a par 5.
Ooh, one of you's got to win that. Oh, terrible. Oh, Branthwaite again. I'd contemplate bringing him off.
Yeah.
He has had an absolute shocker today. And I feel for him because he's a young lad, but you can't make the amount of mistakes that Branthwaite's made today and stay on the pitch. Get Ellis on and get him out of this limelight.
Yeah.
I think he's going to... I think after a couple of poor performances and now this, having had Howard Bellis in the team and now him being out, I think now next game, I think we'll probably see him dropped.
I think so. I agree. Ben, thanks ever so much, mate.
Thank you,
thanks, mate.
It is a good
game. It's still going to be 3-1 Rovers, Ben. I'm feeling it, mate. I'm feeling it.
There's bloody blood flying everywhere. Oh,
one. Armour.
Take the corner.
Corner ball for Rovers. Just looked like he was going to be in.
Yeah,
but
correct.
Ben,
Correct.
thank you for that, Ben.
Silly angle. It would have been silly to go for it.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll play it short or do you think we'll put it in?
We're playing it short.
And it's gone terribly, as it always does. You know, in that last game when we put one into the box, I can't remember. Did we? Oh yeah, we scored. Ben Brereton. You'd think we just put a ball into the box, but we don't. It's baffling.
Oh, I believe we've got another picture to show the viewers, have we?
Oh, here we go. Luke, you're my eyes and ears. Here we go. Who we got now? Gillian!
There she is. Dark chocolate digestives, cup of tea, and the Rovers chat.
Brilliant.
There we go. Gillian, good setup there.
Oh, Branthwaite headed the ball straight back to him there.
I feel for him here. Like the other game, the Barnsley game, when he had a really, really poor game.
I mean, is it a big ask bringing on Harwood Bellis within this game and taking Branthwaite off?
That's what I'm saying. I think so. I think you've got to do it. I'm not saying it would be great for Branthwaite's confidence, but not to be harsh, but I don't really care about his confidence. He's not our player. We need to win the football game.
Yeah.
You know.
So 60 minutes in now, so we're getting close to, well, we're on the time where Mowbray will make some changes. So Rovers fans, let us know who you would be bringing on at this moment in time. If you're watching, let us know who you'd bring on. If you're not, just on the basis of what we've all told you, you know, who you're thinking to bring on.
Oh, it's a booking.
A yellow card here for
Barry Douglas, I think.
Yeah.
Barry Douglas.
Big chance for them. They've looked threatening from set pieces, so
they have.
Poor header from Travis, though. Right into danger. Really poor. Yeah, I agree, Nadeem. It's just frustrating that we've got to keep bringing Dolan on. If every game we end up saying, oh, we need to get Dolan on, why don't we try starting him? My opinion, but whatever. I don't know about Tribal, though.
Oh, what's happened here?
Free kick to us.
For a little moment, I just thought he was going to give something for them.
Like he rolled in his family allowance there. What are we doing? Why are he rolling around like that? What's he doing there?
Holding his family allowance. What a saying.
Doesn't look like it.
It does.
Here comes Tom Tribal.
So it's going to be Tribal. Is that Travis?
Travis?
I think we could imply that might happen after the comments that were made about him not being able to see out matches and stuff.
Oh, it's a great time for me to break the seal. Substitutions being made.
Oh, he's going. Luke's gone.
He's gone.
I don't know if I saw Dolan's number as well, but it's Travis for Tribal's on for Travis now. Hopefully Tribal can get his foot on the ball a bit.
Mm.
No, it wasn't Dolan because he's still there. So 62 minutes in, guys. We need more of a response from Rovers now. We just rode the little wave that Coventry had just after that goal. So now I need to just go and impose ourselves on this. And hopefully Tribal can help with that. I was really impressed with him, Joe, when he played against Huddersfield, I must say.
I don't remember it.
That short period in the game, I just loved how he was organising that midfield. He was telling players to go away. He was saying, I'm the deepest, you go forward, and I liked it.
That's a good ball. Unlucky. Well played, Ryan Amber. Bring it down. Well done. Nice Tribal. Looking a bit like well, who knows? It's that around that period in the game where our formation goes out the window, really, and that's what's happened.
I think Tribal is visibly going to be the deepest line midfielder now. It might give Evans just a little bit more of a license to go forward, just as Coventry looked like they were going to break there, but don't. So it might be like a 4-1-3-1, maybe.
Oh, I think Douglas has been all right today. I don't think Douglas has been poor. I think he's all right. Yeah. But we'll have to agree to disagree on that one, I think.
Luke, you got something to answer here?
Oh, yeah, I did. It's a downstairs toilet and I'm a very fast runner, so...
He sang the Spanish version of Happy Birthday as well, just to save a bit of time as well.
Yeah, I put it on a times 32 and quick dip and splash, and
Something you didn't know about Luke Kimberley, he can speak Spanish.
Very well as well. Hola.
Oh dear. Oh, go on. It's poor from Armstrong. He's got to get rid of that ball earlier. Holds on to it for way too long. Go on, Darren.
No, Ollie James, no.
It's a poor ball from Darragh Lenihan.
Yeah.
Really poor.
Ollie, no, I don't. This is must win today, Ollie. Must win.
We're in real danger, I think, of. I know there seems to be a consensus amongst the fan base now of the position of Tony, etc., etc. We're in a position of it turning really, really toxic if we lose today, I think, and I don't want that to happen. I just want us to, maybe find some form. Tony and the team prove us wrong, pick up some results, and see where we go at the end of the season. But yeah,
we scrape a 2-1 win here. Is that enough though to scrape a win over?
Yeah, I agree, Joe. I would have liked us to look convincing, and honestly, when you go 1-0 up in the first half, given games in the past, you would have hoped that we were going to dominate this game, but it's took a bit of a backward step here, so we need to just get a foot back on the ball and grab it by its hooves.
It's gonna be a long throw here. Callum.
Oh dear.
That should have been a goal. That should be 2-1.
I thought it were. We're under a bit of pressure here.
Those of you not watching, it was a long throw-in from the left wing from McCallum, and he's got good length on the throw-in, and Biamu flicks it on, and then... No, it wasn't Biamu who flicked it on. It was... Oh, Biamu actually, got the chance, didn't he? It was the other way round. Flicked on, and then Biamu in the 6-yard box should score that. That is a big chance, isn't it?
I agree, Kieran. We do just need 3 points, but we were talking before about chance coming forward. But it's still not great to have to scrape your way past the team.
Well played, right? Come on, we've got men in the box. Oh. Men in the box. Oh, we had 4 men in the box there, though. That was good. So Elliot had got down that right.
Well done, Tribal.
Bloody 4 men were in box.
Well played.
Brilliant from Tribal. Really good. Right, come on. Overlap anyone?
They're overlapping him. There's nobody there.
Right.
Come on, Brio.
He was begging for the overlap there.
He was.
Turn out.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, Baz.
Come on, Barry Douglas. This is the chance. So it's about 30 yards out. Perfect for a left footer here.
Does the club have a dedicated set-piece coach? Not really, no. The setup is more that you've got an attacking coach and a defensive coach. So Damien Johnson is very much the defending, from what I can tell. I think defensive set-pieces are organised by him, and then I think it's David Lowe going forward, but someone can correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Come on, Basil.
Free kick here. Come on, Barry. If ever you needed to get the first goal, this is it.
It's a bit far out, is it?
He's got the power to get this. Get away from it, Armour. This is Barry Douglas.
He's in your feet.
That's way too far out for me. I'd rather see a cross.
Would you? Would you?
Oh, he's kicking off.
Piss off, Ostergaard. Honestly.
Is he the one who was on the floor at the other end, diving and rolling around?
Oh, he's still bleeding pretty bad from his eye, Lenny, and it looks like he's been in a boxing fight.
Always giving him a book.
That's what I like to see. Send him off.
Is that a sec? Oh, I thought he was going for the red then.
I did.
That's because you've not got audio on. Everything looks a bit more dramatic, I think.
I know, don't do that to me. Go yellow card, then top pocket. I'm like, what's going on here?
So what happened? So it's played in by Douglas.
What's that about? Oh, come on, man.
I mean, that's petulant from Ostergaard. So Douglas has clipped the ball into the back stick, and Lenihan and Ostergaard go up for it together. And it was just really a tangle of legs. You know, Lenihan, there was no intent there from him, but Ostergaard just took some...
3 subs here from Coventry. On comes, I assume that's Hamer, is it?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, Hamer's coming on. He's going to add something into that central midfield area for them now. Chris, we don't know what happened to Lenihan's eye because it happened shortly after the Harvey Elliott one where he got elbowed by Shipley. So all we saw was Lenihan going over to get some treatment on it, but he's bleeding from that eye. It's a triple change. Darbo's coming off. Did we see who the other 2 subs were?
𝐂𝐎𝐄 came on.
Shipley came off.
But that means we've got 𝐂𝐎𝐄 and Hamer on, and they were the 2 dangerous players that we spoke about at the start. So here we are.
You might see them come a little bit further forward though, and us get a little bit more space. You never know.
No, when we've been not at the races, it's gonna be. We've got a bit of best here. I think we need to turn it on. We ain't gonna be taking 3 points home easy. That's for sure.
No.
There's only 2 men in support for this throw-in.
There's a lot of hate for the Cherries in the comments as well. I think we've returned a few Watford fans from midweek, so thanks for sticking with us. Handball, no?
No.
Good football though. I'd have to say Corey Evans has been all right today.
He has.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has.
I don't get the
tribal.
The hate really. He's a solid championship player with a lot of international experience.
Go on, Joe.
Oh, that ref.
Oh, referee.
Ref's loving the involvement today, Mr. Bob.
How many times are we going to sit here and watch referees be in the way? That just shows you how terrible the quality is at this level. They're constantly getting hit by the ball.
But it's Darren Bond, isn't it?
It's just terrible. You know, why do they not work on this positioning? You don't see that as often in the Premier League. I think that's the quality difference for me.
Yeah, I'd agree, to be fair.
We're not gonna, yeah, I mean, fear for us, yeah. I don't think we'll go down. There's enough teams that are far worse.
Yeah.
But, shit. Maybe I'm wrong.
Tyler Walker.
Hold on.
Branthwaite just gets back. He got into the box, Walker.
We're not under Kosh a bit here, you know.
But I think there's enough sides that are worse than us. So, you know, there's more than 3 sides that are well going to finish below us. So it is what it is. I don't think there's any fear that we'd actually get relegated, but finishing 17th or something just isn't good enough.
Got to say, this second half has not been great, has it?
No.
From a Rovers perspective.
The goals just made it even worse. I think the goals flattened any confidence that we had and any impetus we had to get forward and have that freedom. I think we've looked a lot more nervous since the goal.
Oof.
I think they might be offside. They are offside.
They are.
Great defensive line again, really good.
Great save as well, to be fair.
Yeah, to play 3 of them off like that, it's good organisation. You like to see that.
So come on, Rovers fans. We started today really positive. Let's channel it. Let's win this game 2-1. Let's get the job done.
Oh, dear. Got away with one there, Harvey Elliott.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They are visibly pressing us now. Visibly pressing us.
We're very lethargic as well on the ball and playing some really loose passes. I think we're taking them for granted here.
Hamer has come on and added a bit of energy in that midfield, definitely.
No 𝐂𝐻𝐃𝐄𝐎, no attacking subs yet. We've only brought on some tribal at this point, and it's way in excess of the Tombola stage.
Who's helping? Who's helping him here?
Go on.
Don't need it.
Ryan, he's driving in.
Oh,
Well done. Well done.
well done, Niambi.
Did
More of
well,
that.
considering there was no help for him. Are there enough sides on such a bad run and not like getting? I don't know. I think if we were close enough, we'd probably have a new manager anyway. I can see us picking up enough points to stay up compared to the teams that are well down there. You know, we're not going to get relegated even if we play like this all year. There's just enough poor teams down there, but you know, like I said, 17th, 18th, that's not good enough either. So I understand that. But
𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐎, that's a name we haven't heard in a while.
Bradley Dack's coming on.
Bradley Dack, is it Corey Evans? I think it is. I can just see the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey Evans off, Bradley Dack on, 75 minutes, guys, for those of you not watching. Did you ever see that the thing about England-Scotland in Euro 96 where 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐎 apparently moved the ball on the penalty spot? Have you ever seen that?
Oh, what is that? I'm telling you. I mean, that's not match sharpness. That's not rustiness. That is terrible. That is. If Corey Evans does that, he's given a 4 out of 10 rating for the entire game, no matter what else he does, and everyone lambasts him. But Bradley Dack does it, and he just needs a bit more time.
Yeah.
You know, that's terrible.
Joe, absolutely bang on with that point.
I don't understand. If a player is so not ready, why is he coming on?
Here we go. This is
Final ball!
Oh, that looked good there. Barry Douglas had driven forward from left back and played a series of 1-2s, and the final 1-2 he needed, he just couldn't get, and he would have been through on goal. That was so unlucky.
Joe, stop upsetting the neighbours.
The neighbours. I think I'm upsetting my mum because she's one of these Bradley Dack apologists.
All right. Well, the neighbours as well. Stop shouting.
Corner for Rovers. Come on. Jared Branthwaite. It's happening.
He needs it just to get himself a 6.
Oh, yeah!
There you go.
𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐎, that's it again.
I'm taking the opportunity to run to the low.
For those of you not watching, Branthwaite did get his head on that corner, but it went about 5 or 10 yards over the bar. That would have been epic.
Oh, that would have been it. Hall of Fame, 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐎, sign him off. A picture of Ryan Hildred sent to all our avid followers, signed.
I've got to say, by the way, right, for people that know me well, they know that my bladder is a disgrace. You know, when I'm at the football, when I'm at gigs and stuff like that, you and Joe today with your bladders, to be worse than me, that is not a good place to be.
I'm only once, you know. Well, don't put me in the same bracket just yet. Oh, I hope, if it's still 1-1 at 90 minutes, I hope 𝐿𝐻𝐃𝐄𝐎 takes the opportunity. Goes up for the corner.
I don't think he will.
No, absolutely not. Oh, foul.
Here we go. Good drive from Rothwell. We're not seeing enough of that.
I think Ben Brereton, man of the match, myself.
I tell you what, though, Rothwell's a cracking player. I don't think we give him as much credit for how technically good he is on the ball. Running with the ball at that speed, how he does it, it's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, they say it, don't they? That they've never seen someone who is quicker with the ball than off the ball.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
If I assume Josh is talking about possession, I don't really think that's a good thing. I've done a lot of talk and a lot of conversation about how when we have more possession, we lose more games. I like to see us not have the ball, really. Winning the ball back, being patient.
Free kick. So, Douglas. Oh, come on. It's got to be better, Barry Douglas. Hit the first man with a free kick.
One great delivery today and then 4 pretty poor ones.
It's got to be better.
We've got another couple of images, I believe, to show the faithful.
Cheers, Luke. I'm not looking at Twitter. Right. So the first. Oh, this one looks good.
Nice.
Is it RJ? Let me just take the banner off. There we go. RJ. Loving that, RJ.
Nice.
Beer next to it as well. Love that, mate. And then who's the other one we've got? Jared. Love that, Jared. Lockdown Battle Station.
Oh, Joe Rothwell. Jesus. Oh. He's got away with that there. He really has.
Yeah, rash.
Bradley Dack now. Can he revive it?
I believe we've got another just come in after this attack, Ryan.
No worries. So Rovers just trying to make something happen now. We will be in the final 10 minutes in a few seconds.
Really?
Bradley Dack finding himself on the right wing, finding himself in those positions that you don't want to see him. You know, don't want Bradley Dack putting crosses in. We want him on the end of crosses. Right, we'll just get this attack and then I'll do the other. Right, here we go very quickly. So who we got here? Deuce, love it. You're on the big screen. Yes, we've made it. We've made it on the big screen.
Not really, Josh. No, we're not winning and we need to be. There's not really any positives to take from that, unless you're being sarcastic. I don't know, but no, not for me. What about you guys? Can you take positives from the current situation?
No, I would assume there's sarcasm for me there.
Yeah. I'd go as far now, Joe, as saying that even if we win this game and get the job done, I've seen enough today that just kind of sign seals delivers my view on the manager and the long-term management of the club.
It's such a shame as well because, the first half we look pretty positive. We've just come out and shown absolutely nothing from second half, which it's worrying.
It is frustrating though because it's a defensive error from an individual that's led to their goal. You're right. We would have probably, I reckon, by a good 75% as a fan base, majority, would have picked Branthwaite in that position.
Yeah.
So what more can the manager do?
But we've got a corner now.
Defensive error from one person.
Corner from the right. It's going to be whipped in by Douglas.
Better.
It's a better one.
There's nobody in the end of it. It was a much better ball.
O'Hare's going to break now. Is that O'Hare? Oh,
dear.
Oh my. Whip.
Great tackle. Oh, well done. Fantastic from Nyambe, that.
Why did he not play that ball? We have got away with murder there.
Ref, that's a yellow card.
Make no mistakes, Rovers fans.
He's off, red card. He's off, second yellow. He's off. Pull down Armstrong on the counter. Red.
I'm glad because he's a muppet as well.
Yeah. So we've had a really crazy 30 seconds there, Rovers fans. So Coventry should be 2-1 ahead. Make no mistake, they had a 2-on-1 situation and they didn't play the right pass and it allowed Nyambe to get the tackle back. Then we've cleared it and Ostergaard has brought down Adam Armstrong as he's trying to break and the ref's shown him the second yellow. So there's a lesson for Ostergaard playing football, completely petulant with Darragh Lenihan. Absolutely no need for him to get involved with Lenihan and get the booking. He's left himself open for that now. So
we have to go on and win this game now. FM Works says it. Michael Sandbach with plenty of people in the comments, and it's quite obvious now. It is what it is. We have to win this game. Simple.
Yeah. And FM, it's not good enough. I agree.
You've got to get Dolan on. They're down to 10 men. He's going to exploit those spaces. Get him on the pitch for me.
Yeah, you're right.
Whoever has to come off to facilitate that, I don't care. Take Branthwaite off and go 3 at the back with my and Douglas if you need to.
Playing devil's advocate here and just getting a...
That's a ball. Ref! No. We've just had a red, and I doubt he'll give us that.
Playing devil's advocate and just to get a bit of a chat and a debate going. Has Armour done enough today?
Well, put it this way. He's had a big chance at 1-0, which he should have scored, I think. Squared it, or you do a better finish. Dink that over the keeper. I think the finish that he applied was the wrong one in the circumstance.
Go on, man.
And Tony's just bagged again.
Oh, Ivan, I'm thinking Tony Mowbray.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, unlucky.
Another misplaced pass from Bradley Dack there.
And just scrolling across the bottom of iFollow, Nigel Pearson winning away at Swansea.
Yeah, some result
I think at the minute Bradley Dack's pass accuracy is at about 20. Terrible.
I tell you what, you're not going to be getting your teammate tonight, Joe.
I know, she won't be happy, will she? I think I'm cooking anyway, so.
Oh, happy days. Take away.
Oh. Tribal's done well there.
Come on. Right, now drive. Drive this, Nyambi. Where's the...
I actually think your mum, Joe, and Chris Hayes are spot on, to be honest. Been a difficult few games for Armour, I think. Just frustration in front of goal, a lot of it. And I said it before, the more that Tony's scoring, the more that, you know, there were daylight between him and Tony at one point. And, you know, Armour were far away the top scorer. And he's starting to get frustrated, I think, in front of goal. The chances just aren't coming the same. And when he gets them, a half chance, he's you know, lashing
well
them.
done, Jackie.
Did well there.
Better.
He can get that. Oh, no, he can't.
Played Dara. Luckily, they're starting to run into corners a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. He's offside.
Come on, Rovers. Don't ruin me Saturday.
I think regardless of the result, I've not seen the performance I was hoping for.
No, I agree.
I would say the same. There's no advantage there, referee. Where is the advantage?
Oh, there.
It's just not. It's not an advantage. You've got to just bring that back. How many referees do we see that play advantages for 5 seconds? It's gone to Nyambi. It's one-on-one with somebody. There's nothing on. You just call it back.
Leap year man. Well, in terms of if we look at this objectively, a draw is not enough for TM to stay. You know, as a fan base, you know, that's it for me in terms of.
And Dolan gets 3 minutes. Great.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was the 87th minute. That's how much this game's just gone into a non-existence.
Kieran. Is your dad going to pull the trigger and get rid of Mo? We did it on the live show we did last Monday. You know, Ian spoke about the honeymoon period that Souness was able to have, where he was just able to get in the club and understand what's going on. I think we've probably got a case now where we need to be doing that now, and we need to be doing something to stop this.
Oh my days.
I mean, it took us about 15, 20 seconds to play that throw-in.
Yeah.
It's terrible. If there's nothing on, everybody run down the line and just throw it for space down the line. If not Mowbray, then who? Oh, I don't know. I think anything would be a positive change at the minute. It feels crap at the moment.
I think I've now reached the point where I'd just like to see who the applicants for the jobs are. Let's just see who applies.
Get Ryan Mildred in till the end of season.
You can be my assistant, Luke, and Joe can be head of scouting.
Oh, it's got that bad, has it?
Please start talking about crisps.
For those of you not watching, we've seen very little response to Coventry going down to 10 men. We are not banging down the door. We're not even anywhere near the door.
I'd like to see our stats for the second half because I feel like I've seen very, very little. I don't feel like we've had a chance this half, have we?
No, we haven't. I can't think I think Branthwaite's header that went about 10 yards over.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
That is the only one.
We're seeing Bradley Dack in like a defensive midfield position.
You know, that sort of deep right back position, right wing back, I've noticed him in that position now several times in the past few games when he's been on. It's bizarre.
And we're just seeing it around in our own half.
That can't be a coincidence that he's always dropping in that position rather than it being on the left side or whatever. It's always so deep, right?
Go on, Ty.
Right, run at him. Dolan driving into the box.
Why has he not been on for most of
this? Well, to give him 3 minutes is just
it's a joke.
Absolute disgrace.
So we're coming up for
That's a good wall.
Yep.
Oh,
bugger off, Adam. It's so greedy. It's never going to go in that. Is this it? Do you think this is it?
I think this is it. Personally, this has not been good enough. And
this is it.
He said and did all the right things in the press, Joe, which we said before the show that he's probably been doing all season. He is not getting a reaction out of this squad. Whatever he tries to do now, he is not getting a response on the football pitch. And as good as a man he is, as honest as a man he is, as much as he wants the best for Blackburn Rovers, he is not doing a good enough job now. And I love the man. He's done great for the club. But that is it for me. He is not getting a response from these players. If I was hearing that interview, I was tweeting that yesterday. If I was a player hearing that interview yesterday, I would have been fired up. I would have been buzzing. I would have been like, yeah, let's go and beat Coventry. We've not seen a response. And actually, let's break the game down a little bit. Which side started this game better? Coventry.
We had a good spell.
We started that pressure up quite well, and I think we got the first half bang on. I think that's how we had to play it, just like when we played them away.
I agree.
It's gone wrong for me.
The second half has been an absolute disaster, a complete car crash. It's been.
I think, the ideal outcome for me personally, the most amicable outcome is that the manager says, "Look, I think I've taken it as far as I can. I've tried my best, and I accept it's not going where it should be." But that's not going to happen, and it's going to end in a poor way, and that's distasteful and difficult to take, really.
Yeah, and I think that's why it hurts everyone, and that's why it's been so debated on social media, because at its core, we are grateful for what the manager's done, and it's kind of like falling out with a family member or something like that, because we love the job that he's done, but it's now it's indefensible now, and I don't care what run of form you are in. Coventry City have won 2 games from home all season. And we needed this today. And we can still win it. Let's hope we do. But the performance level has not been good.
That's the ball. That isn't... Oh, okay.
Oh, dear. Oh, well.
We're all right.
So for those not watching, we are 2 minutes 23 into 4 minutes added on. So we need something out of nowhere, literally now.
Quick. It shouldn't be taking us that long to take a throw in added time. That's just not good enough.
Brio's got a bit of space on that.
God almighty. Why is he on the pitch if that's what he's bringing?
He had a chance. Honestly, he had a chance. I was looking at Brio at that back stick there, and he had a chance to put that ball in.
Well, that's it. They've got a free kick in our half. There's less than a minute left. I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, terrible. Probably the worst result we could have had here, because it's not enough to equal a club statement right after kick-off, but it's not a win either.
We took 1 point from 6 games. 1 point from 18. Let that sink in. It could get less here. The 10 men of Coventry are in our final third with 1 minute to go. Well, 10 seconds to go. Can't even get out our own half here.
We're just messing around in our own half. It's got to go. We're over the added time and we're still playing it around in our own half.
I'm just going to keep watching the ref here. He's looked at his watch. He's going to blow. You've got to do something, Nyambi.
It's gone. Game's gone.
That's terrible.
Well,
we didn't even get into their box in the final minute of that game.
Cue the post-match, lads.
It's embarrassing.
I'm gutted.
It's simply not good enough. And like I said, I've said, and I don't want to disrespect Coventry as a club because, you know, fair play, they're where they are on merit. They're in this league on merit, and they've got some good players, but that's not good enough. It's not good enough. Simple as that.
Well done, Brereton today. Really good first half. Didn't get much of a look in the second, but did really well. And well done, Cole. He was all right.
Man of the match for me.
That is end of the road for me. He has to go before the season's up. He has to go.
Ryan, I just can't see where we pick games up, pick points up in these next games now. These next 4 or 5.
So we're worrying about what the next manager is. We're not going to get points under the current manager, so we might as well hedge our bets and go for a new manager and at least try and get a bounce. Look at Bristol City. Look at these other clubs. These players are on their ass. There's no response. I'm seriously gutted. It is the end of the road. It is the end of the road. I loved how he was talking yesterday. It showed me that he's got the fight, but it's not translating on the pitch. It's done for me, Luke. It's done, and the change has to happen now.
This for me isn't even reaction rate. It's just genuinely. I'm trying to break it down and not be reactionary and just look at the next 4 or 5 games. Yeah, I mean that's.
And let's be clear, Luke. Right,
I had 10 from 33.
This is not reactionary because we've been doing these live streams all season, and people were saying Mowbray out in October.
Yeah.
So this is not reactionary because people have been actually quite balanced in their views. I think not just on Rovers chat, but across social media. So people have been really balanced. But that today is not good enough. That second half performance there was an absolute disgrace.
I worry now for these next 5 games. That is my worry. I mean, you look at the next 5, and I think we've got. I think Millwall is arguably the easiest in inverted commas game. We have got a real battle now. 5 games.
They created double the amounts of shots we had from half of the possession. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. And I know people are going to say that they had 10 men, which arguably they didn't for a lot of the game. But when they get a red card, that should be the impetus then to kick on. And there was no change. There was no reaction when they went down to 10 at all. And yeah, we're in full Lancashire.
It's Rovers fans. I can see the comments piling in there. I mean, I can see the disappointment from everyone in the comments. Is there anyone in the comments that feels that this manager should not go this season and should not go after this game? Because I would really, you know how we do things on Rovers chat. I'd be really interested to understand the whys and the pros for keeping Mowbray now, because for me, it is the end of the road. I expected far better today. I expected more of a reaction. Everything was perfect for him. He's been banging on about getting the first goal. He's been banging on about, not having the goals in the first half. Everything was right. We were 1-0 up at half time, and it's still not good enough. And we've still not got the result. And that second half performance was not good enough. And Coventry, more than worthy of their point today with how we've played. They had a goal disallowed first half. They've had some chances. So, this is not a draw that Coventry have scraped. It's a deserved draw for them. So let us know if there's anyone who is still behind Mowbray and sticking with the manager. Let me know. But for me, the risk of persisting with the manager longer, where is the next win coming from in the next 5 years?
That is the worry. That right there is the worry. We need the Bristol City effect. We need a reaction now, because we're going to walk into 5 games that are tough games. Like when this was the 3 points that we had to take if we were going to kick on. Like we can't just fall in now to 5 games that are on paper.
Yeah,
at the moment unwinnable.
That's a great point from Daniel there. £60 worth of football matches to us fans, £10 a pop, and we've picked up 1 point. I think if fans are in stadiums, I really think there'd be some serious negative energy in the stadiums by now. I think you'd probably be hearing booing. I think you'd probably even be hearing the rumblings of Mowbray out chants and things like that by now as well.
We're just lucky that there's 3 really, really poor teams in this division when you look at Wycombe and Rotherham. And I'm not saying poor on any basis other than I don't think that of the quality of the rest of the Championship. And I think that's the only thing that keeps us afloat this season now. Because five games now that have this arguably unwinnable on recent form. We need a reaction to go into them 5 games, and it's not come yet.
The fact that Terry Stowen can only get 3 minutes on the field, despite coming on every week and setting the tempo and setting the class that everybody needs to be at, and the fact that Bradley Dack keeps coming on before him, playing 7 misplaced passes and practically playing at right back.
Yeah,
I don't understand what we're trying to achieve. From about 65 minutes onwards in most games, I couldn't tell you what formation we're playing. It all goes out the window. How good did Ben Brereton look off the left wing in the first half? Second half, I couldn't tell you what position he was in. I really couldn't.
So where I'm at now is, yes, we're not going to make the playoffs. And I'm just looking at the table. We're 11 points above Rotherham. We've got 1 game in hand on us. So we're likely not to get relegated. So we now find ourselves in a position where we know as a club that this manager is probably not going to take us up. We've got the opportunity to be proactive and get ahead of everyone else in the pre-season and start planning our summer business, start planning the contracts and all of that type of stuff, and give a new manager the chance to get a feel for the club and get an understanding of what's going on. Replacing the manager now is not going to get us relegated. We've got enough points in the bag. The teams below us probably aren't going to catch us. That, for me, that is not a risky strategy no longer.
We need 14 points to stay up, which I think we can get from 15 games, luckily.
Yeah. So like when Souness came in, we have got an opportunity now for someone to just come in, assess the situation. And for me, it's risk-free. It is absolutely risk-free now. We replace the manager, take our time with replacing the manager as well. If Damian Johnson ends up being the manager for 5 games, these difficult 5 games that we've got, I don't care. Let's just take our time to see who comes out of the woodwork and applies for the role of Blackburn Rovers manager and not rush into something because we don't have to. But for me, we've got the opportunity to stop this summer being quite disastrous, because if we wait until the summer and the manager leaves in the summer and then Armstrong's gone and Rothwell's gone and contracts haven't been signed and we've got a big rebuild of the squad, that's more risky for me. That's my position. He has to go now.
Let me just put things into perspective. Let me just read you a few things. Reading away, Millwall away, Swansea at home, Brentford at home, Bristol City at home, Norwich away. You tell me where we pick points up.
Exactly. So we
current run of form.
So we know that now on the basis of the current manager. So for me, it is not a risk removing Mowbray from his position, telling Damian Johnson to look after it for a short while whilst we find out who the new manager is. There will be people out there who would love to manage Blackburn Rovers. Some of them will be poison. Some of them will be charlatans. But there will be some people out there who absolutely will love to manage this club and be the right fit for this club as well. And we've seen some of the names in the comments. I must admit, a lot of them don't inspire me, but this manager at the moment is not inspiring me either. We need something to change. We need something to give. And I'm actually already thinking about next season, because we need to give the new manager a chance. Whoever it is, they need the best chance of success. And doing it now enables that to happen.
And let me just put a positive spin on this. While Ryan's talking about next season, we are here until the end of the season. So stick with us. We'll bring you the banter. We'll bring you the laughs. And if nothing else, we'll try and make this, you know, as I don't know, as good of an end season as it can be. Let's just hope for that. Let's
Absolutely.
just get the Rovers fans there.
So we'll just wrap this stream up. FM, serial donator, you're funding us, FM, but really appreciate you doing that, mate. Thank you, FM, again for the donations. Really appreciate your support. All of you that have done the super chats today as well. Thank you for doing them. We'll get the fans wall uploaded for the next stream so that you know, we can thank you. You know, you guys are all making it a lot more enjoyable at the moment. We'll share the pain together. But it feels like we've reached the end of the road today. We've broken the curse, Luke. It's not a loss.
You ain't got a point. You ain't got a point.
I'm taking that as the curse is broken. I'm taking that as a win. But yeah, thank you all for joining us today. Please do join us on the post-match stream. What time are we on now? Just gone 5 o'clock. Give us about 15 minutes or so. We'll get the
I've just got the comments as well. Could you imagine Christine Lampard living in Shadsworth?
Oh, my days.
It's not going to be Frank Lampard. It's going to be Nigel Atkins. So.
He said it already, hasn't he? He's called
I don't think Frank is the one. Matthew, Harry Pickering comes in regardless, and let's just remember Amari Bell won't be at the club next season, and likely Barry Douglas won't be at the club next season either. So Harry Pickering will be at the club next season, regardless of the manager. And actually,
huge positive.
That is a huge positive, because whatever manager comes in is getting a cracking left back right there. So that's not a problem for me. Just a few reminders, everybody. If you do want to join us on the post-match live stream, please do send a DM to Rovers Chat, because, yeah, I'm feeling bitterly disappointed by all of that. And I'd really appreciate some of you coming onto the show and just let us know your thoughts. If you're Mowbray in and you're willing to come on camera and talk about that, again, you know how we do things on Rovers Chat. You're not going to be set up to the Lions. We will hear your views. We'll hear your points. Personally, I now think this manager needs changing now so that we have the best chance of success next season. But let us know your thoughts if you're still Mowbray in. Send that DM to Rovers Chat. Yeah, if you're not subscribed to our channel and you've joined us for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that bell notification so that you know when we go live. We really appreciate all of your support. We will get the post-match live stream going in about 15 minutes or so time, as I say, and hopefully we'll salvage a Saturday evening from somewhere.
I've just had a great comment. This is from my stepdad. He said that it was better watching us guys, that him and my mum were taking bets on who will go for a wee first. So if we can bring that to the masses, then that's great.
Love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, thank you all. Bitterly disappointing day. I've just seen the replay of the Coventry goal there, just to stick the dagger in just whilst I'm talking there. Not the result we wanted, but probably gives us closure on the situation now, I think. I was expecting way more today. It's not happened. So let's talk about it in about 15 minutes or so time. Joe, Luke, thank you for joining us on the watch-along. The watch-along curse is gone. I'm declaring it gone. We haven't lost. So the curse is gone. So that's it. And yeah, we'll see you all in about 15 minutes or so time. I'll leave you with the advert from 6yardsout.com. Bye all.
Rover and out.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.